All opinions or statements expressed are solely those of Investor Schooling or their guests and do not reflect the opinions of WPHT or Odyssey.
WPHT, WPHT-HD, WGL HD3 Philadelphia. From the Piazza Premium Automobile Studios, powering your drive with 10 brands and 20 locations. Always live on the free.
You're live.
The Larry Steinhouse Show.
All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Larry Steinhouse Show. I'm your host, Larry Steinhouse, and joining me today are the brilliant Dr. Deb Anderson with her sharp insight and Omri Morad, keeping the conversation lively and entertaining.
Yes.
Today we are talking about stock options, real estate, wealth building strategies, plus the latest politics, economy.
I'm
and
sorry.
Are you really? I'm doing such a great job, and you're still going to interrupt me.
You know everybody hear you, right?
You're still going to interrupt me.
Everybody hear you.
Yeah, the noise you're making?
Yeah, everybody here. It's going through the microphone.
Click, click. Yeah,
yes.
I mean, I realize that, putting your screen on your phone is much more important than the show, especially at this moment.
I am on the show. I am here and on the show.
Yes,
I am
here. Am I here or not?
No.
Am I
What
not
happened
here?
when next week you will be on the toilet and we will need to broadcast you from the toilet on the phone?
Yeah, we could do that if you want to.
No,
should.
I would rather not do that.
Why?
Thank you very much. I'm good. I prefer to
If
have
you
my
want,
time by myself.
if you want to join
I
join the show during what you do
I
on
like
the
to
toilet,
by myself. Thank you.
you can call it
No, I'm
855-939-1137, even from the toilet.
I'll toilet by myself.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, should I continue now?
Yes.
What are
Okay,
we?
great. All right. Today we are talking about stock options, real estate, and wealth building strategies, plus the latest politics, economy, and current events that directly affect your money, actionable advice, laughs, and insights, and you're going to get it all right here. We are broadcasting from Investor Schooling Headquarters, your go-to place for learning how to invest in real estate, stocks, and grow real wealth. Don't forget to RSVP for a free class this Thursday night at
investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com.
All right, I want to say a big shout out to our sponsors. The first one is Marketing Agency Near You, the team behind all our websites, including Investor Schooling, Sultan Income Fund, LarrySteinhouse.com, and Lev27. You can claim your free consultation at yourfreeplan.com. That's yourfreeplan.com. I also want to thank. Now she's sneezing in the microphone.
No, listen, I don't.
I mean, it's like she's making every pot. It's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to kick her out of the room when I do the intro. Look at it. I mean, it's like, really? First you sneeze, then you're making all kinds of noise with your phone.
You've never sneezed on air before?
No, I've sneezed on air, but never when I'm in the middle of my.
I can't control when the sneezes come. I can't.
You can't control.
I can't control.
You can't control when a sneeze comes?
I cannot control when a sneeze comes.
No.
Get over yourself. Move on.
Okay.
Move on.
Okay.
Do your intro.
All right. Yeah.
Hush
right.
up.
Yeah.
Hush
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Okay. Sure. All right. Anyway.
Have you ever yawned during the act?
Oh my goodness.
What'd you say?
What act are we talking about there?
No, you know what I'm saying. Have you ever
yawned during the act?
During an act.
During the act.
I mean, even if you were very, 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 very. This is a financial show, guys. But it's
had
just
quite a discussion on the way home
we
yesterday.
have very, 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 very important
on
subject.
the way to Delaware, we had quite a discussion yesterday.
No, have you ever yawned during
sex?
Yeah.
I'm sure I have.
You did?
Do you think sex is always fantastic? It's not always fantastic.
No, I know, but
sometimes it's
from
good,
fantastic
sometimes
to
not.
yawn during, it's a bit.
Well, you've never had sex where, like, I need to get this over with, or I got something to do.
I don't think that's how I characterize it.
I'm troubled sometimes, not because of the act, because my mind is troubled, but I never yawn. I don't know.
All right, let me do this. I have to talk about the sponsors because they pay us.
Yes.
So after that,
don't yawn.
We can have a sexual conversation all you want.
We shouldn't,
but we can't talk about it until after I talk about the sponsors who
Please do.
They probably won't like this conversation before they're advertising.
I don't see why.
All right.
They might actually like this conversation before they're. What?
I don't think this is good foreplay for advertisers.
It's a warm up. It's a warm up.
All right. I want to talk about PB adjusting. All I know is after that conversation, just saying the words PB adjusting is upsetting, right?
I didn't say anything.
All right. They help homeowners get more money from insurance claims. Visit PB Adjusting to learn more. Hey, I also want to shout out to our fund, the Sultan Income Fund. Invest with the Sultan, collect like a king. That's for accredited investors only, with a preferred return of so high that our attorney said we can't even tell you what it is. All right, you can call us at
855-939-1137. That's 855 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137. That's the price you pay for doing it during the show. You have a bubble now.
I know. I have a
so
bubble.
it's done.
855-939-1137.
If you know how to get a bubble from a screen protector, Debbie would appreciate your call at 855-939-1137.
I'm just watching Debbie do
I know.
She's putting her screen protector on her phone, because there was no better time to do it.
I can't concentrate in
There's
anything
no
else
better,
because
there's no better time to do it than now.
when somebody is doing something like that,
I've been wanting to do this for a couple days,
Right.
and
it
I just bought
requires
it.
such
Concentration,
concentration.
Right. And then we're watching it too, and we're concentrating on
we
it.
are
Right?
concentrated too.
Right. It's like it's like wow. I mean, I don't even know what I want to talk about except for her phone now.
Yes, exactly. Which is not 855-939-1137.
Yeah. Can your phone dial 855-939-1137?
I could put it on. I can ask Siri to say, "Hey Siri, dial 855-939." You want me to do "Hey Siri"?
Yeah, if you can do tips, if you can give us tip of how to put a screen protector, call us at 855-939-1137. There is no doubt Debbie needs some help. 855-939-1137.
All right. So I really wanted to talk to Debbie right now about her property, but she looks so busy.
Which one?
Tell me. Ask me any question you want. Which property are we talking about?
She's rubbing on the phone.
I need a. Do we have any tissues in here?
She's rubbing on the phone now. She needs tissues. Omri, you let that one go?
I'm waiting for the baby wipes comment.
I don't even know what. Glenn, are we still on the air? Did they throw us off yet?
Yeah, well, what's going on here?
I have bubbles.
I've been playing the greatest hits of Andy Williams for the last 6 minutes.
We don't blame you, man. We don't blame you.
You guys have just been talking into a vacuum.
Good.
We're talking into a vacuum most days.
Yeah,
anyway,
that's
so.
exactly true. We usually talk into a vacuum. So you guys went to Delaware yesterday, right?
Yes, we
To
did.
look at Debbie's
Oh,
property.
that was out. Oh, that's the property you're talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
So I want to find out, where you are with that. How's it going? Because I have not seen that property yet. I've been so busy. I've not seen that property yet.
It's so nice that you care enough to come and see that property with us, Larry. No, it's fine. I'm just joking.
Are there any baby wipes there?
No, there's
Okay.
no bathroom there either. We were just having this conversation because here's a conversation for any contractors listening. When you're fixing up a place and there is no bathroom, where is it that you go?
So the first thing a contractor should do or normally do is put a
They
toilet.
put a toilet in. Yeah,
Is
exactly.
they put a toilet there.
Yeah, but he didn't put a toilet in. There's no toilet in. There's
So?
literally no toilet there.
That's okay. So there's a Wawa down the street. There's a McDonald's down the street. He can go.
I'm just
There is
saying.
a covered bucket in the yard. Everybody do what they're comfortable
Right,
with.
exactly. Number one for a guy is pretty easy. Nobody even knows.
Yeah, but for
Sit
a
up to
woman, not
squat.
so much. It's like
But you're not the contractor.
I am not the contractor.
Okay.
Well, anyway, the rough electric is done. We're waiting for the inspection. So I don't know if he called for the inspection yet or not. But the HVAC and the plumbing, the HVAC and the rough plumbing is all done. So the inspector's coming in on Wednesday to inspect.
So we talked about that yesterday because you did something that is very easy, you can say, for a homeowner, which is pull permit to do job as the homeowner.
Right.
And I told you the first thing you need to check is how to remove the bubble. Can you stop? I
Really?
mean,
You're still on your phone, huh?
really, stop. So
Okay.
the first thing you need to check is as the homeowner,
As
What?
the homeowner.
as the
The
homeowner,
The homeowner.
The homeowner.
the homeowner.
Yeah, he puts an H in Huber and forgets the H in homeowner, right?
Like you put.
He puts an extra H, right?
You put Huber, but you take
Right,
the H out of the home.
because he moved the H in his head to Huber, and homeowner is
Can we move on?
We're having fun
So
with
you
this
should
today.
check as the homeowner
As the
what
homeowner.
type of inspection you need.
All right, so I did
Because-
reach out. So I do have.
He called you back?
No, he didn't. I
Okay.
did call him back again, though. I left a message for the inspector in that town because I do have his number on my phone, and I said, "Hey, please give me a call back." So what was interesting is I tried leaving a voicemail, and I guess the way the system was set up, I guess my message was too long. Okay, your message is deleted. Please leave a message. Okay, your message is deleted. Please. And I had to do it like 3 times, and I'm like, "This is Deb Anderson for this property. Please give me a call back." And then it also says in there I could leave him a email, so I have to write him an email. I didn't get a chance to do it last night, but I'll do it today because I need to know whether or not I need to get inspection for the framing or not, because I don't want to put up the drywall until we have an inspection for the framing, if we need an inspection, because if we don't get an inspection, they need to get it. If we put up drywall and it needs an inspection for framing, then I'll have to take all the drywall off, and then there goes that.
That's
So,
correct. That's
right.
the problem.
That's the problem.
You make sure that all the rough inspection will
It's done.
pass
Right.
before you go through any drywall, spackling, insulation even.
Right.
You need to make sure they are closing. So you need to make sure about that too. But the homeowner permit is one of the best solutions ever made.
You got to be careful with that, because if you're actually using a contractor and they find out you're using a contractor, they get really mad.
No, because it depends what you do.
Yes, and I'm
Right
gonna say,
now-
hold
right
on,
now-
I'm gonna say, hold on. So I got a
She wanted to compromise last week, so you see now nobody will
That's
be
right,
able to
because
talk.
you
It's
guys
only
didn't let
her.
me talk at all last week, so
Okay,
now
okay,
I
talk.
look at that look.
Are we going to go back into that conversation now?
No, we're not gonna do that.
Look, I mean, if you want to have that conversation about how last week we had a guest talking about Medicaid and you had no interest in it whatsoever, and that's why you didn't talk, it's not our fault.
So Omri can talk about the conversation. Go ahead. Now you can do it.
If
you don't
you-
want to hear me talk, then just say that.
I do wanna hear
No,
you
we
talk.
do want to hear you
That
talk.
was the whole point. The whole point is we want to hear you talk, but we didn't hear you talk last week because you weren't into the conversation. Now that you're into the conversation, you stop talking. Come on, let's go.
What a pain. What a pain you are to me. Of
course
you know
I
that?
am.
You're a pain. All right. So I don't know. Where was I? The plumber and the electric and the HVAC all had to pull their own permits.
Oh, they did. So
Yes.
what are you pulling permit for?
So I pulled a permit to do the clean out, and I pulled a permit to do drywall.
Okay.
We will get it at a point that you will need to have license to put drywall, and then this option will also be thrown out the window.
Right.
Because right now there are things nobody can say to a homeowner, you can change your vanity. Nobody can say to an homeowner, you can't.
I thought they were doing that in where you had one of the properties. I forgot which one.
Which one? I don't remember either.
The one you had to get a permit to change the carpet.
Ooh, Delaware County.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that there.
Yeah, that was.
But
ridiculous.
I think that point is that this was ridiculous. So I think I you know what, I have no idea.
Did you just take that screen off your phone?
No, it's on.
The protector. She took the protector
yeah, it's
off.
on now.
Oh, she took the screen protector off.
Protector.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
now it's on.
And you know, normally I would be making fun of her, except I had my iPhone for 3 days
And you broke it
when I
again.
dropped the screen and broke it.
Oh, look, no bubbles. No bubbles.
Oh, look, you're bubbleless. Okay,
I'm
so
bubbleless.
listen, Bubbles. We were talking about this house. Go ahead.
So what are we talking about?
I
No,
know.
I'm just saying.
The homeowner.
The
We're talking
fact-
about the homeowner.
The
The
fact
plumber,
that the
yeah.
homeowner that need to pull permit for something like replacing a carpet, that's ridiculous. But I think they assume that you're using a third party. And that's why they do it. Because I don't know if you know, if you hire somebody to do work for you in your house, okay? Yes, you can say that it's also your responsibility to make sure they are insured and licensed. But if they don't pull permits and you hire them to do the job and they don't pull permit, it's on them. It's their responsibility, not yours. They, as contractor, need to go and pull the permits and do all that.
Of course.
It's not your. So if something like that happened, and the township come after you, said, I paid them for pulling permits. They didn't pull permits. I don't know why, but I paid them to pull permits.
Yeah, I understand. You can throw the guy under the bus. I get it. Even though you
I don't
told
know if
him,
you throw them under the bus.
even though you
But
told him not to get permits.
I didn't tell him anything.
Yeah, you did.
I don't recall this conversation.
Yeah,
I have no idea
I
what you're
love the
talking
conversation
about.
when they go, "Hey, do you want
I
to pull
know.
permits?" Well, we prefer you don't, but if you want to, you can.
What is it? What's permit? Explain to me what's permit.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, what is it? What
Right. Yeah. So look, the problem with the permits is it's really the problem I have with permits isn't the cost.
No, it's not the
It's
cost.
the bureaucracy and the timing
Yeah.
for the permits. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, I want to start this project tomorrow. Oh, no, you can't. You have to go get signed architect plans for $7,000.
Correct.
Okay, I have no problem. I'll pay the $7,000. I mean, I'm being facetious. I don't want to pay the $7,000. Okay, I'll pay the $7,000, and that now will take 3 weeks at least to get the signed. Then I bring the plans, and then you bring them to the office, and they go, "Oh, these aren't exactly what we need. We need the this and that added
Well, that's
on the
what
plans."
that's what happened because they were trying to pull the plumber permits for. It took 3 weeks to get the plumber permits to get
Right,
pulled. The
right.
work was already done. You know what I mean? But
Right.
it was just to get the permit. So now that the permit's there, they're going to inspect it next week.
'Cause
But
no-
it was
nobody
the same with
tell-
HVAC. It took a while.
It's like a known thing that nobody like to say because it's actually not okay to do it like that. But once you file for a permit, almost everybody start to work, even without getting the final permit.
Yeah. So the
The
plumbing-
township know about that. Nobody question them. It's obvious,
Yeah.
Yeah, unless they do something wrong.
and then you're in problem.
Right, and then the permit that they say, well, you can't put that pipe here because of so and so,
Yeah,
and you already put the pipe there. Now you got to move it.
yeah,
And
exactly.
and that's the problem. So, like, we bought the building next door that we're going to renovate for our offices.
That's it. You closed yesterday.
We closed yesterday. Yeah. I know.
Woohoo!
So we bought the building next door for our offices, so we can get our desks out of the classroom, which is driving me crazy that those desks are in there. So now we're waiting for the architect to finish the drawings. Now we're waiting to get permits, and I can't do a damn thing until I get the permits. Tomorrow they're coming to. So it was a dentist's office, so you guys who don't know on air, it was a dentist's office, and there's all the dental chairs in there, the X-ray machines in there, all that stuff's in there. And tomorrow we got the junk guy coming to take it all. And he's going to take it all out, and then we're going to start to demo the place and build the offices the way we want them, and that will be fun.
It will be fun.
And I get my
Yeah.
own office too.
You get your
I'm
own
excited.
office, right?
I'm
You get
excited.
an office, I get an office, and Omri gets an office in the old building
Yes.
because he's going to be very far away from us because he talks too loud.
No, it's not. It's because that's how you treat immigrants in this country.
Where's your office going to be?
It's going to be in the next to our small conference room,
in the janitor room.
in the room that had the camera in it.
In the janitor
oh,
in the
oh.
janitor
That's where his
room.
office is going to be because
Okay.
In
he
the
needs an
smallest.
office, but I can't.
In
You
the
know,
smallest.
putting it. If I don't put, there's only enough offices for you and me.
Yeah.
Right, then we got the cubicles and the little cubbies for other people, right?
Right.
So if I put Omri there, he's going to be loud on the phone,
Yeah,
which he always is,
yeah.
and he's also a slob. You go to his desk and it's got junk everywhere, and then the other desk got junk, and then he moves that junk to somewhere else, and then now there's junk everywhere there.
I have
So
I
now-
have problem with papers. I
I
don't
know.
know how to throw away papers.
Right, and I don't care. I don't want to see them.
Sometimes it work well for me because if I need something, I go to a folder with 10,000 million trillion papers and I found what I need.
Right, that's why we need an assistant.
But sometimes
Hey,
it
by the
doesn't.
way, if anybody out there wants to be
So-
our personal assistant,
Speaking of, so I have for you for next week, that day that we talked about, 3, 6, I have 8 people coming in.
to
Ooh.
apply for the job,
That they all applied for the job.
Awesome.
I was going
Awesome.
through them yesterday, and I have 8 people
Awesome.
scheduled to come in.
awesome. Because I was on the phone yesterday for 15 minutes with Pico, and I
I'm just
can't
saying.
do stuff like that. I just can't.
Yeah, I have 8
Right.
people coming in.
You know how much time I was with Tico on the phone?
How much?
You
3
have
days?
you have no idea.
3 days?
You have no idea.
I'm
And the problem is, all those companies have the best PBX system, and yet every time you call, you have to tell your stories from the beginning.
Right, of course. Is there any notes on this? No. Can you tell me anyway? Right, exactly.
And then you start over.
Right.
There is a guy, this is his name, he's from your department. Yeah, but he's not here right now. When is he in? It's like people in those big companies, they have shift once a month. Once a month. That's how
Yeah, I agree.
It's
I know.
ridiculous.
Right. That's why you got to keep calling. Like when somebody says no, you got to call back and wait till somebody says yes.
I know.
I used to be like, hey, I used to try to explain, and they would say no. And I said, you don't understand. The guy I was talking to yesterday said he could do it. Like, no. Okay, I don't even argue with them anymore. I literally just hang up and dial the number again
Exactly.
until I get somebody who finally actually wants to work.
I always start the calls when you talk to the big companies. I always start the calls at, "Hey, your name. I hope you're having a great day. I need your help."
Right.
That's it.
Yep.
Because I'm not here to pay my bill. I'm not here
Right.
to do
And
something.
that's 20 minutes after you've gotten the IVR system.
Yes, correct.
If you need to pay your bill, you could go online. If you need to turn your service on, you can go online. If you need to turn your service off, you can go online. If you have an emergency, dial 911. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, how do I get past that? Because I don't need that.
There's
You know,
a-
I
and
noticed
then-
that yesterday when you were making calls yesterday. The one thing I noticed that I'd never noticed that you did before is that, hello, how are you? My name is Omri Morad, OMRI. Why do you spell out your name for them?
Because many people don't pronounce my name right, so I started to do that.
Because I've never seen you do that before. But it's just like, hello,
Sometimes
my
I
name is
do
Omri Morad,
it, sometimes not. I don't know.
You did it like I think every time you
Yeah, he
made a phone
does it
call
all the time. I
yesterday.
have it all the time. But that's
I
okay.
know, because I have a weird name, and people
Well, I do this.
sometimes...
My name is Larry Steinhouse, Lare.
What?
Lara.
My name is Larry Steinhouse.
No, I got it.
Lare.
Yeah, I got it, but I just okay, whatever.
You like that? Wasn't funny.
No, not.
What
even
is
a
it?
bit.
No, I didn't get it.
No.
If you get it and you want to explain to me, call at 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137.
All right. So, where were we? We were talking about
We
your property
talked
in
about-
Delaware.
yeah.
We
We're
were
talking about property
permits.
dealer. So Glenn says that I definitely need to get,
Yeah, get a
framing
inspection,
inspection.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I will reach back out to him. I'll write him an email today or tomorrow. I will write him an email because I need to get him out here because I wanted to order the sheetrock because Chino's ready for the sheetrock. So I need to order the sheetrock for delivery, but I need to get the framing inspection first. But I mean, everything it's starting to slowly move along. It's slowly going.
It's amazing what happened, what inflation caused to the house renovation field.
Hey, where's Kimmy? Kimmy's not paying. Kimmy didn't say
She
hello
was, no? Or maybe it was from
yet.
last
No, it was
week.
from last week. She didn't say hello
Okay.
yet.
So I think you look at that and you say, how much you used to pay for hanging a sheet of drywall? $10?
When you average it out, yeah. I mean,
When-
if the guy comes in and do one sheet, it's $200.
No, it's never. If you do 100, 200, 300, it used to be in those numbers like $10 a sheet. Now, it's around 25, 35. Those are the prices.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, I'm sorry, it doesn't include any material. We used to buy the mud and the drywall, and they would bring the tape and the tools and whatever they need, the nails if they put them on previous plaster, all that. Now they tell you 25, no materials included. It's
Per sheet.
insane
That's how they price it?
per sheet.
So I've never had anybody price it that way. I hire a contractor for the day, and I say, go put as many sheets as you can in a day.
I know, but that's what we are doing right now.
Yeah.
And we try to figure out because I worked with drywall crews before. Drywall crews are amazing.
Yeah, they're fast.
They come, maybe 10 people, and the whole house is drywalled in 3 days.
Right.
And they seam, they mud. You need to prime the walls and just paint. It's awesome. And I try to figure out, because yes, they're fast, but they're much more expensive. And we try to do the math on the car, how much we're actually saving by letting a contractor do it on a daily rate and not bringing a crew
So it's probably not much of a savings at all
because of the time.
because of the time and
I know.
because of the professionalism. You know, if you get something done fast and right, it's great. If you get something done slow and wrong, then you got to do it again.
We see it right now in Ruskin, you and me. I like sometimes the slow process to make sure things are done right.
So things are
When-
being done right. What slowed us down in Ruskin was the electric,
Yeah.
and now we have the electric turned on. Now we need to get those units finished.
And also you, because you keep telling them do that and do that and do that, and he called me this morning, what color we want to paint the outside. And then they start to argue with them because you told them to replace all the panels.
Yes,
And-
they should.
And so we need to talk after the show because
Okay.
they're not certain about what to do there.
Have them replace the panels.
Okay. If they're painting
No,
the full outside with aluminum paint, okay,
replace the panels.
all of them?
All of them.
Okay.
They're all bent and dented, and come on, we could do better than that.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Sometimes you just got to do the right thing.
No, I agree with you. And that's why I told them bring somebody and do the roof in number 1
Okay.
because
Good.
even though it's okay, it
So
looks
back
horrible.
to Delaware property is going quite well. No.
Yeah, we're ignoring Deb again.
Oh my God! Oh my
Matter
God.
of fact, we're
I'm
ignoring
sorry.
our audience by
I'm
having this
sorry.
conversation.
I was gonna
So
say,
let's-
Yes,
like, this
exactly.
Let's
isn't
get
this
into
isn't the
another
conversation. Yeah, this
conversation.
isn't
Yeah,
the
exactly.
conversation you want to be having on
Let's
here
get-
right
let's get
now.
it right.
Yes, we can talk to you about anything financial. Call us at 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137.
So did you guys see silver pop over 50 the other day?
Ooh, are you
Silver
selling?
popped for no, I told you 100.
100? Okay.
So silver popped over 50 for just a couple of seconds. You know, now it's settling down right around 47, 48, which is great. I mean, it's just still great. It's just great that it's so high. And then, of course, we had the stock market on Friday. Yikes. What did I say Thursday night, remember?
That it's going to be bad for a couple days.
Yeah, remember I said Thursday night, I said, look for something bad to happen.
Yeah, and then you
Because I
said
saw it in
put
the
some.
charts.
Yeah, you said put some money aside. You were saying put some money aside for it.
Exactly, because
So-
I knew it was going to happen. And it
What
probably will
happened?
continue this week.
Okay.
I'm going to think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are going to. Monday might pop. Usually, what happens on Monday? There's usually a really good dead cat bounce. So Monday might go up like 300-400 points, and then Tuesday and Wednesday that'll all be gone again, and we'll be back down also. So over. So my guess is going to be like a 400-point pop on Monday, and then Tuesday and Wednesday will be a 1,000-point drop total, ish, maybe more.
So how does that affect covered calls?
So it only affects covered calls,
The value of
If
the
you do
value of
weekly.
the stock.
of the
Value of
account,
the
yeah.
stocks, right.
So the problem is, right, so whatever you triggered that you're going to get in your covered calls, you're going to get that.
Right.
And you take it. Now, the question is, will the stock stay down by the end of the month? So it doesn't matter. If the stocks go down, if it's a $100 stock, it goes down to 80 in the middle of the month, as long as it ends back at 100, you have the same amount of money perceived in your account.
So we have 2 more weeks to
Right? So we have
gain.
2 more weeks. So I personally think that all of the stocks are going to be back in 2 weeks.
I hope so.
That's no problem. But it doesn't really matter, because the whole idea of this is that it doesn't matter what the stock is when you sell the covered calls. You're just going to make money. Now, the value of your account goes down,
Correct.
but it can come back up. It just comes back up slowly.
The only thing I don't get is you always sell one price above
One
the-
or two.
one or two
One or two,
above
yeah.
the market,
Right.
not above your purchase price,
Right.
above the market.
Right.
So theoretically, if you do that, you can lose. You can lose pretty much if somebody take the stock from you.
So no, yes, and no.
Yes and no.
You're going to buy the stock back the following Monday and just buy it back. That's
Correct. Yes,
And maybe you keep raising your price, but it doesn't matter.
but I will buy it for more, so I will be able to buy less.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes. So the whole point is just don't worry about what we teach. By the way, so for you guys who are listening, what we teach a method of covered calls that is fabulous. I mean, it is crushing it. We're making a lot of money. In fact, we have a fund called the Sultan Income Fund that uses the same exact philosophy. And by the way, if you want to find out about the Sultan Income Fund, you can text the word Sultan to 26786. That's 26786. Text the word Sultan. But the Sultan Fund, and by the way, I need to say some things real quick because I brought it up. This is not a solicitation. I'm only talking about it at the moment. The other thing, too, is you have to be an accredited investor, and the offering is by private placement memorandum only. So when you go to Sultan, if you send text message to 26786, send the word Sultan to 26786, you get a link, and that link will take you to the website, and you can download the PPM. And when you do, you could decide whether you want to be in it or not. If you're an accredited investor, if you're not an accredited investor, you cannot get in it. But the returns that we've been seeing in the past, I have to say in the past, have been 3 to 4% a month for the investors. So that's actually pretty awesome. And we're not allowed to talk about that anymore because the attorney says the results are too high. You can't talk about them anymore, which is the funniest thing I've ever heard. So it's pretty good fun if you want to get into it, or you could learn how to do it. That's what we teach in investor schooling. We actually teach exactly what we're doing in the fund. In fact, on Monday we had the Onyx Club. We have a club of people who sit in and watch us make those trades. So imagine this. We're professional fund managers, right? Me and my partner, not a different partner, Brian, are professional fund managers, and we're trading millions of dollars of other people's money, and we're letting you watch us do it. Now that's pretty impressive. That is I don't know anybody at all doing anything like that. So it's kind of cool. You can watch us trade. You can watch us have the conversations. The conversations are interesting, aren't they, Deb?
The conversations are interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, like how we decide what stock and what call we're going to sell, and whether there's risk or not risk, and it's kind of amazing, the conversation. So this is all the stuff that we teach in investor schooling, so you can actually learn how to do it. So it's a really neat new addition to what we've been doing at investor schooling.
It's because Brian looks at it a little bit differently than you do. So,
Yes,
and then
exactly.
the conversation, that's what's interesting is the conversation that he's like, well, I don't know about this. And then you're like,
Right.
well, what about that? So it's just that conversation, the back and forth is interesting because he's looking at it from a different, even though you taught
Right.
him how to do it, he still looks at things just a little bit
Right.
different. And
Right.
he's definitely much more of a mathematical guy. And
Right.
he's, definitely hardcore with, doing all the research, which
Yeah.
is pretty interesting. And
Yeah.
it's interesting because he still comes up with the same results as you do.
It is funny, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's interesting.
But it's
to
good
watch.
because
Yeah.
it kind of confirms the conversation.
Yeah.
And it's also related to what you keep saying in covered calls, that you can't overthink it.
Right, you can't overthink it. That's exactly right.
Because
If
when
you
you
overthink it, you don't make any money.
So I want to tell you something, because I made a decision on Monday, and then we met again upstairs, and you, I don't know, convinced me, you can say, to sell covered calls on AT&T, and I was ready to leave the stock in the account and wait for it to come back.
Right.
And you said no. Why? Because I sold the covered calls for AT&T for under my purchase price. And my mind couldn't accept it. I said, why am I rushing into selling? Why aren't I waiting until the stock will come back?
Because you make no money.
I get it.
Right?
So I make some money and I lose some money.
It's like having a rental
Yeah.
and saying, I want $2,300, but somebody's offering me $2,250. So I'm going to wait for $2,300.
Nah, and then what? How much time the house will be empty?
Even if it's 1 month, you've lost more than a $2,200.
For what? For 2 years now.
Right.
3 years.
Right.
No.
You understand?
No. $50.
Whatever.
Oh my God, 5 years.
Right.
So I want to tell you something. I just accepted a tenant in one of my properties that I wouldn't accept maybe in a normal basis. Okay? She had a landlord-tenant case. She didn't have an eviction in 2022. She has zero income right now.
Okay. I would have a little problem with that.
Yeah, I have a little problem with that also.
I will go through it. You can say I have communication problem with her, some here and there, some attitude. And I want to tell you something.
And you accepted her.
And I just accepted her. And you know why?
Because you're desperate for a tenant?
I'm not desperate for a tenant because everything go through a third party, which is an organization that do everything.
Okay.
And I
This
get two
organization,
things.
though, let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
How long are they guaranteeing the rent for?
24 months.
Wow.
Then I would say yes, too.
So it's 24 months, and more than the 24 months, they are they're paying the full because she have no income
Yeah,
right
sure,
now.
Right.
They are also the middleman, and I have good experience with that because when there is a caseworker and someone is in the middle and help you, you get two things. First, many times you get higher rent, and this is also the case here. Second, you get good feeling because you're helping somebody. You're helping somebody that maybe they won't be able to get help no place
Right.
else.
I agree.
Because we see it. And if you remember, 4 years ago, I think I said to you, we will be in a point that every application, every person that will apply to our house, to one of our rentals, will have a landlord-tenant or an eviction or something
Not everyone.
in their records.
Not everyone.
Oh, maybe it's this.
Maybe
this
because of where you are, because of Norristown.
maybe it's because of that, but also
So I have to tell you that I went up Sunday to try to rent out I have my one unit
Oh
open.
my God, are you interrupting?
Yes,
I was
and
about
my
to say
one unit
yeah.
in Monroe, and there was a couple that came in with their daughter, and their daughter was an older, she was 18 or 19, and I looked at the PAE docket. Each one of them had records. Each one of them. And
Yeah.
I'm like, you have got to be kidding me.
Yeah, that's
so the youngest one, she had a record for she got in a fight or something.
No. I'm talking about
I know, but I'm just
landlord-tenant
I understand.
cases.
So the husband and wife had a landlord tenant that was just against them for like $1,000 or something. It was within like a 15-day period, and I'm like, I'm sorry, this isn't the best place for you.
What? You mean if I don't pay my rent somewhere else and go to court, I can't find another apartment? That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they
What
wanted
kind
to
of
move,
world is this?
Yeah, they wanted to move in right away, and I'm like, what's
Yeah,
going
of
on?
course
And
they
I
do.
looked them up, and I'm like, I'm sorry, this isn't the place for you.
I had an open house in Upland 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. And I had a guy, and I liked him from day one. He called me in the morning. He said, "Can I come?" I said, "You know what? I'm doing an open house right now. Why won't you come?" And we started to talk, and he was very nice. He came with his daughter. What do we do when people say that when people come with their kid?
I don't know.
Go pick out your room.
Go pick out your room,
Oh,
right?
little
Go
kid,
pick
okay,
up your
yeah,
room,
little kid,
right?
yeah, okay.
And they walk around the house, and we never chase our tenant around the house, our potential tenant around the house. We tell them, go, look around, have some fun, and tell me what you think, right?
Yeah.
While he was upstairs with his daughter, I opened PAE docket, and I figure out that 2 hours ago, because the case filed weeks ago, but 2 hours ago, he was in court.
Oh.
So he left court, and he came to see my house. And that was astonishing to me. So yes, it's very important for us to do all those checks before we pick a tenant, because we need to give everybody the benefit of the doubt and help everybody. But some people out there are professional tenants, and they are looking for people to take advantage.
So by the way, if you were trying to call the phone number was
What did you
not
do?
correct. It was.
Oh.
I forwarded it, but it didn't hold because I just
Yeah.
saw, I'm seeing people calling and I realize that they're calling the show. So if you call back, you'll now be connected.
Yeah.
It's not. It was for whatever reason it didn't get connected properly.
So we
But
are
if
sorry.
if you call now, it'll be connected. So
Yeah,
hang
we
up
are
and
sorry
call
for
back.
that. Please hang out and call again 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137.
All right, let's do this. Let's also go to a commercial because we haven't done that yet. So we'll see you guys in a couple minutes.
Hey, this is Larry Steinhouse.
We keep
with Investor
interrupting
Schooling.
each other.
How many
You are clear.
before you finally go to investorschooling.com?
Why won't you work
I can't
today?
believe You haven't signed
Don't
up
you
for
want to
class
work here
yet.
today,
You're
only
gonna learn
tomorrow?
real estate investing. You're going to learn stock options trading.
What's
You're
your
gonna
option
learn
for
things
today?
about money that you
If you
didn't
wanna
even
hang out and
know
do some stuff, we can do
existed.
that.
Go to
What do you wanna do?
I'm
investorschooling.com
going to put the two
right
monitors
now.
downstairs.
You have hangers?
Oh my goodness. This
Brackets?
Thursday, investorschooling.com and take that free class.
And you want to take the TV home?
See you there.
Yeah, but I can't take it home yet.
Okay.
I got no place to put
Hey,
it.
this is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling.
I
I've been
turned
talking
to the
about
new
myself
home, right.
For all these years, now it's time for you to hear from
Where do you
one
wanna
of our
put
great
it?
clients.
So just put it against the wall for now.
Lives up to the promises.
Wait
Larry's
with
a
the
great
50s.
teacher, teaches about
Do it-
the whole
do
new
it-
approach
I want to do it by
thinking
the
about
next
money.
meeting.
You will
Taking
be
the
so
heart
mad
of
if
any
it
of the
will
things
break.
that
It
he's
won't
taught
break.
me, and my financial life has improved.
Okay.
It's a
Come
cheap
to
TV
Investor
anyway.
Schooling, and you could be
It's the
just
one that's
like
going
Charlie
outside.
and
But
change
it's an
your
85-inch
financial
TV.
life. Go to
Yeah, I know.
investorschooling.com. We will see you Thursday.
Okay.
Hey, this is Larry Steinhouse. Do you want to become a public adjuster and take control of your career? My friend Peter Bodorenko, he runs Public Adjusting Academy, and he's hosting a complimentary class
I
to
would
show
like
you
to see
exactly
next
how to
door.
get started.
Yeah, let's
Learn
go.
the ins and outs of the industry,
We
gain
need to-
valuable skills,
we're
and
being
start your
kicked out of
journey
here,
towards
officially.
a rewarding career.
We have to
Help
be out of
people
here.
get the claims
He
they
wants
deserve.
us out here by December
Sign up
1st.
today at adjustingacademy.com.
We might be able to get a couple
or
more
call
weeks.
267-392-9907 to reserve your spot. That's
Those are crazy months.
adjustingacademy.com or
I know. November's a crazy month right now.
267-392-9907.
But we can do it.
Don't miss this
We
opportunity.
can do this
to
in
start a
3
new
days.
career
We just
and
have to
make a
figure out
real
where we're
difference.
putting it. That's the problem.
Attention business owners. Want to be the business everyone sees,
Can he
trusts, and
start
chooses?
from
Dan Jones
who-
and his team
Bill
at
Steiner,
Marketing
can he
Agency
start
near
from the
you
basement?
Make it happen. PR
So,
coverage,
we're
media
gonna have to do
features,
something different
SEO
in the
that gets you
basement because I
everywhere,
don't have
even
permits for-
AI
I'm
overviews.
sorry, I
They
don't
also
have
handle
drawings for
our
downstairs.
websites, including
I don't have
investorschooling.com,
drawings for upstairs.
Why do you need drawing?
LarrySteinhouse.com,
Just create a room there.
Live27.org.
Let's go down
Add
there
in
and take a
smart
look. We
advertising
can do
and your
that
brand
ourselves.
becomes impossible to ignore, driving real leads and real conversions. Claim your free consultation and plan
We
now
just-
at
we just don't
yourfreeplan.com.
put a room now.
That's
We just put a table down there, put everything down there,
Don't wait.
and we
Make
leave
your
it the way it
business
is, and then we
one
build
that
a room
people
around it.
can't stop noticing.
And we connect it and everything.
Yeah.
The other thing is the
Hey, this is Larry Steinhouse with
Internet. What do
Investor
you do there?
Schooling.
That's easy.
Listen,
We're just gonna
I know
start.
sometimes you
How?
worry about coming to see me because you don't want to invest in real estate because you don't want to deal with toilets, trash,
They
or
don't
tenants.
have any
I'm gonna
wiring
teach
there
you a
right
way
now?
that You don't have
There's
to deal
no-
with toilets,
Well,
trash,
that'll
or
be easy
tenants.
for us.
There's
You
no
can
network
own
rack?
any
Or
real
there is?
estate
We'll be able to
and
connect.
invest in
We'll
real
go right
estate at
to
the
the
same
hall. It'll be
time. You want to learn this, so go to investorschooling.com.
All right, we just about ready to come back?
All right, let's come back.
Class this Thursday.
30 seconds.
No toilets, no trash, no tenants. Hey, this is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Did you know that we have a radio show right here on WPHT every Saturday at 1 o'clock? It's called The Larry Steinhouse Show. And you want to listen to this show because it's a live show and you can...
And as usual, your hard out is 59:30.
All right, cool.
5939.
10 seconds.
And when you call in, you can ask us questions about real estate, the stock market, even politics. Make sure you tune in Saturday, 1 o'clock. This is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling.
This program is paid for by Investor Schooling.
All right, welcome back to the Larry Steinhouse Show. I am Larry Steinhouse. I'm here with Dr. Deb, who is as sharp as always. And I'm here with Omri Morad, keeping it lively and fun and interrupting everyone else. Today, of course, we're talking about stock options, real estate, wealth building. We're talking about some cool deals we're working on, too. And I want to thank our sponsors once again, Marketing Agency Near You, the team behind all our sites, Investor Schooling, who we are. And they also have the sites for Sultan Income Fund, LarrySteinhouse.com, and Lev27. I also want to say hello to PB Adjusting and, of course, the Sultan Income Fund. Invest with the Sultan, collect like a king. That's some pretty good returns there. You know, we're not allowed to say that they're 3-4% returns anymore.
We're not allowed to say that.
We're only allowed to say that it's so high that our attorney said we can't say how high they are.
All right,
Isn't
so
that
do you
great?
want to give away any tickets to the Money Hacks?
Oh, let's talk about Money Hacks. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Debbie, tell us all about Money Hacks.
So Money Hacks, we have Money Hacks is on November 1st. So we have a bunch of speakers coming in. We actually have all new speakers, I think, except for one. Dan is coming back, who is a fantastic speaker. He's always great. And we have all new speakers coming in. It's going to be a really fun event. It starts at 9. We open the doors at 8:30, and we go till about 5 or so, and then we have dinner. If you want, you can always have dinner with the speakers if you sign up for that. But it's a bunch of different speakers talking about different things related to investments, whether that's real estate, whether that's stock options, where we're doing. Didn't you say somebody's coming in from Cama Plan
Yeah, talk about
to talk about self-directed IRAs?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's going to be a really good time, and it's always sold out. Like we usually have 70, 80 people in the room, and it's usually a really great, fun event. So we encourage you to come. We provide you lunch. So make sure to sign up. You can go to the number 4mmw.com. Again, that's number 4mmw.com. And if you give us a call today and ask us a question or whatever, just come in. We'll give you a free ticket. But the only thing that we ask is that if you call to get a free ticket, you have to come because we do provide food. So we want to make sure we have accurate counts. So if you can't make it, just call and say hello to us anyway. But don't call for a ticket if you really can't come.
Yeah, you can call anytime, but we're
But for the
just asking
tickets,
if you can
yeah.
make it. And if you can make it, we'll
Yeah.
give you a ticket. If you can't make it, we'll give you 2 tickets actually. All right, cool. So where else are we? What are we doing now? What's going on?
And we're doing Love 27.
Oh, Love 27. That's great. Yeah, too. So on October 29th, we're having a event for our charity. So our charity is all about helping people stay in their home. So if somebody's paying rent somewhere, and all of a sudden something happens, life gets in the way. I don't know, they lose their job, maybe they get sick, I don't know, whatever it might be, and they need to take some time off because they had to, and then all of a sudden they can't pay their rent because they live month to month or paycheck to paycheck. We'll step in, we'll pay a couple of months' rent, maybe even the legal fees too, to keep them in their house as long as the landlord agrees to keep them afterwards, and as long as they can show us that they can pay afterwards.
And we need to make sure it's not a long-lasting program.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
to
it's
help
just-
people to
yeah.
recover from a...
Yeah.
How do you call it? The swan?
Whatever.
Yeah.
But lev27.org is the website for that. Lev27, LEV27.org. Go there, buy a ticket. Actually, the tickets are free. And if you want to donate, you can. If you don't want to donate, you don't have to. The event's going to be at the Newtown Brewery in Newtown.
Newtown Brewery. Yeah, and then I reached out to the person who is doing catering for us. Yay! Because I'm not doing it. I'm very excited that she's setting up all the catering.
Debbie's tired of this stuff.
It's not I'm tired. I just don't, there's certain things I don't like. You know how you hate to set up travel? I hate to set up catering.
Yeah, I got
That's
you.
all. That's all. It's not that I can't do it. I just don't really like to do it. So
That's why we need a personal assistant.
yeah, I'm working
We
on
do.
it. I'm working on it. But I spoke to her yesterday. She will be getting us the menus within the next couple days so we know what's coming in and
Good.
we'll approve them and go from there. But I am very grateful to Denise, if you're listening, to set up all the catering because I hate doing it. And I'm super excited to see what she has planned for us.
Also, she's very happy that she has somebody else to blame.
Well, she likes doing it, which is nice. She doesn't mind doing it at all. She also did it she set everything up when we had the picnic, the last minute picnic.
Yeah.
She took care of that. She set up the last Newtown brewing event, did all the food for that too. So it's great because she takes care of it.
You should really do
course.
the picnic again. The picnic was awesome.
We're going to do the next year. We're doing it at my house.
Okay. What a picnic is that?
What do you mean?
A picnic. Not a barbecue. A picnic. Picnic needs to be in a park.
Why?
Not necessarily.
You don't want to do a picnic next to a pool and have your kids go swimming in a pool?
In a cabana?
Doesn't he have like
In a
3
cabana?
acres? Don't you have like 3 acres? There's plenty
No,
of
I'm
land.
2
fine.
acres, but okay.
I'm just saying.
Oh, that's it? You only
it's
have
only
2
2.
acres? You don't have 3?
It's only 2.
I think you should get a different house. This one is not working.
I kept looking, but I couldn't find anything that had, that nice of a pool with 3 acres.
All right. I don't know. I think, I don't know what to say. But we have all the stuff at least for it to do the all the games and stuff that we have from last
Yes,
time.
and it was awesome.
Yes,
Beside
that was
the
fun.
game that you said you will teach me. The
you
card
guys,
game.
nobody wanted to do it. Everybody was too busy playing the.
Oh, you want to
supersized-
let's bring some of the games to Live 27.
Oh, we can.
Yeah, we should.
bring Jenga, because that was fun.
So that was the big Jenga. That was more.
Yeah, bring the
sport.
little Jenga though.
Yeah, I have the little Jenga. I don't have the big one.
Yeah, that was actually fun, and
Yeah, that
that
was fun.
kept people entertained.
Yeah.
I
If
didn't
you-
have to entertain anybody.
If you want this show to be back to what it was, you can call and be a personal assistant, and then we won't do it on the air. 855-939-1137.
What?
Because that's basically what we're doing right now. Logistics. This show
We're doing the-
This is the meeting
Yeah,
of what we need to do.
Yeah. Exactly. Anyway, so yeah, and sometimes I forget that this show's all about investor schooling.
Yes.
right? So so investor schooling. I wonder if anybody out there like listening wants to make more money.
They should.
I mean, you would think that that these people, they listen every week, right? What happens every week that we get somebody walks in on Thursday night, and what do they say? I've been listening to your show for years, and I finally decided to come in. What took you so long?
People like to talk all the time, but there is one thing that is coming back, and I hear it also from the people, not people that talk about other people. People, bear with me. Everybody talk right now about uncertainty. People are not sure what's going to happen and all that, and people say that they're afraid.
Uncertainty has gone on since the beginning of time.
I agree, but it seems like it's happening more and more right now. We see that people has hard time spending money. They are more worried about spending money. We see that people don't want to move much, and that's what we see with the housing market right now. It's still crazy, but it's not what it used to be last year. All those things still happening, and it's funny because people feel that and they don't want to do anything about it. So they cocoon in their own shells and say, okay, I will let it pass.
Right, and guess what? It never passes.
Exactly. We have the solution for how to take benefit of that for you.
That's right.
So come, and we'll teach it to you. There's no, I don't know.
That was the most broken English you've ever spoken. And I still understand, and I still did understand what you said.
Of course.
It was just so hard to,
so
the words did not make sense
They
together.
did.
But I know what you were trying to say.
Debbie, did the word make sense to you?
I knew where you were going, but I had to think about what you were trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Wasn't it tough?
Yeah, it was. I had to think about what you were trying
tough.
to say.
Yeah. Usually you're better.
Yeah, usually you're a little bit more directed and structured, but
Can we move on?
can we move on?
I
Can we
mean,
move on? If I knew that would be immortalized, I would have, trademarked it or something.
Oh, you still can.
Whatever.
You still can, right?
And what, you're going to pay me every time you use it? Am I going to get the royalties for every time you use? Can we move on, please?
Well, I'm gonna trademark it then, so I can get the royalties every time you use it.
It's my voice. So, that's
Okay,
funny.
right. So, what else?
What else?
They trademarked that whole, are you ready to rumble? In the wrestler.
Yeah.
That's trademarked. They
Yeah,
got
it is.
yeah.
They can't use it. Somebody else can't use it.
Yeah. Maybe I should trademark it.
You should.
You can. Absolutely, you can.
Yeah, because everybody record everybody.
I'm sure everybody's going to use that every day.
Well, I'm just saying. Well, you guys use it all the time.
They move on?
Yeah, they move on.
Listen, this is better than the old 6-7 that all the kids are shouting right now. You heard about that?
They're
6-7?
shouting what?
6-7.
I don't understand.
There is all the kids right now. If you are a kid that listen to us and you want to explain to me why all the kids everywhere are saying 6-7, please call us.
Do you know why they
855.
say 6?
No.
Okay.
Why they do it?
I bet Glenn knows. Glenn, what is the meaning of 6-7?
Oh, I did know, but I forgot.
But you agree with me that all the kids going right now 6-7.
Yeah, it's some kind of an internet meme or something that they're saying. I don't know what it means. I forget.
Okay.
Is it a drug thing? I don't know.
I hope it's not a drug thing.
I came across something. It was on Facebook, and they had a thing. I sent it to my kid because sometimes she talks to me in English, and I have no idea what she's saying to me. Like, she uses these words that I don't know what they mean, and sometimes it's hard to have a conversation because I'm like, just freaking speak English to me, Anyway, so I saw it was a list of the millennial ones and then the Gen Xers, like what their words were, and I sent it over to her because some of the words I recognize that she said, and it gives you the definitions of what they mean. I'm like, oh, when you say that, it means this. Like an example is Riz. She's like, oh, well, he has cool Riz, and I'm like, what the heck does that mean? And I think Riz is like supposed to mean charisma, but they don't use the word charisma, and they don't know what charisma even means, but they use the word Riz.
Yeah, Riz is charisma.
Riz is charisma, right? So I had to look it up for her to find out what that even meant. So
the dumbing of America.
It's just different, right? It's like
right. Charisma has too many letters in it, so we can use Riz.
You just use Riz, yeah. But there's a bunch of them like that.
Yeah, you say that to a person who put the word fizz.
Right, the fizz, right.
So
exactly.
I don't know, yeah. And then we see it everywhere since then.
Yeah, we do see it everywhere.
I have the explanation of 6-7 here, but it's not even worth reading.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Depends on the context. Viral slang term, largely nonsensical, can be used to mean so, traces to the rapper Skrilla's song 6-7, blah, blah. It's,
It means nothing.
It means nothing.
it's a whatever.
Oh, well.
Ay, what happened to this country?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Speaking
It's
of
just
country,
slang.
Ooh, what do you want to talk about? Israel?
Israel.
Yeah, we know tomorrow. They say tomorrow. We never know. We'll know tomorrow. It's funny. It's happy, but it's also troubled because all those people that they're releasing from prisons right now, everybody very happy to get the hostages back.
Yeah.
The people that they're releasing from prison and we want to believe that according to the agreement, they will start to do pottery and to grow and to grow flowers. And I don't believe that so much.
Right.
And there is a rabbi. I forgot. It's funny. I just heard her name this morning, and she said she have a saying. She's very powerful. She said, the only reason between the people we are losing now to the people we are losing tomorrow, that we don't know the names for the people that will lose tomorrow, and that's why we are willing to pay the price. And that's a very powerful sentence, because yes, we want to bring everybody home, and hopefully tomorrow everybody will be home, but we are afraid that there will be names that will be casualties of this deal, and I think that's the fight in Israel right now.
Yeah,
It's not a fight. Yeah,
not going to be good at all.
Yeah.
I told you from day one.
Yeah.
Netanyahu should have said every one of those hostages is dead. I am now going to bomb every single place until somebody proves me wrong.
So he had many problems on the way. The first one I believe was the word, and also Biden back then, if you remember, and all that. And then he got basically a free pass, and you can say a green light, and they weren't fast enough, or they didn't know what you did. I don't know what happened, but I think this option went off the roof, and it's done, and now they need to figure out what will happen. And it's funny, I just read the news this morning. Less than 2 hours after the army left the city of Gaza, Hamas is back in control, and they are doing.
Well, they were never out of control.
They were.
Well, not really.
Yeah, now the army is out. It's like Afghanistan, right? How much time it took to after the army left, after the U.S. Army left Afghanistan, how much time it took to...
but they're not blowing people up anymore.
Who?
Afghanistan.
Yeah, it's true.
So, if they could come up with a civilized society, it's fine.
We have a call.
We did? Oh,
Woo.
Let's talk to Joe. What's going on, Joe? Are you there, Joe?
Hello?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, how you doing?
All right.
Well, I'm a contractor, and I was interested in your schooling, and also I wanted to find out, how was the BMW you bought?
Oh, I love this car. This car is great. I mean, it's so fast. It's amazing. I step on a gas line, and my Explorer was fast. This car is like super faster, and sometimes I forget how fast it is because I step on a gas and I actually make myself sick from motion sickness. That's how fast it is.
At least you don't throw coffee.
The nice thing about those cars, you don't realize how fast you're going.
Yeah,
that's where the problem.
That's another thing. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I was doing 85 miles an hour this morning in a school zone.
Radar detector.
You
don't have a radar detector in your setup.
No. Nobody heard me when I said what I said.
I hope they didn't.
Yeah, I was doing 85 miles an hour in a school zone this morning.
You don't want to get caught there. They will take your license and burn it in front of you. In fact, I called your place about a couple properties that I had for sale.
Okay.
If you guys were interested. And I got rid of the one, and now I'm down to just one more, which I'm going to right this minute. They're in the city. I mainly work outside the city, and I work for institutions like colleges, universities, school districts.
We have 3 minutes left to the show, so you want to get to the point.
Anyway, the point I want to get to is, with your schooling, what is the financial responsibility if you want to extend it?
So the financial
How does that work?
responsibility comes when you show up on Thursday for how much, Omri?
Free!
Right? So people always ask this question, like, how much does it cost after that? Well, if you don't show up for a free class, you can't afford it. So show up for a free class. See if you
Right.
like it. You like it? We'll talk about it some more. It's just it amazes me. Like everybody's like
Excellent.
worried about what happens next. Who cares what happens next? Show up for free.
I'm not sure that's what he asked. Maybe he go
Now,
around the
you're
bush, but
near-
he asked what's the price?
Sort of.
Yeah, that's what he went.
Yeah.
Okay.
you're near the Oxford Valley Mall.
Yes.
Not near it, but we're not far from it.
Yeah, like maybe 5 minutes away from it.
Okay.
We're actually in Luxembourg. Luxembourg is the name of the complex,
Luxembourg.
and it's right off the Newtown bypass.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you?
Great.
Where are you?
I'm in Richboro. In fact, I met you. We got a mutual friend, Jim Sims.
Yeah, sure. So I live in Richboro now, although I'm moving to Newtown next week. But I live in Richboro now, so you probably live right near me.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, I don't live.
I'm
I
by
live in
Thanos.
Ivyland, but it's right next to Richboro.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Well, I'm going to see you this
Thursday.
Thursday.
Awesome.
You know how to
It's a
sign up for
smart
class?
move. I'm going to sign up for the class.
Do you know how?
I'm going to have to look up your number for the class.
No.
You go
And
to
then call there.
investorschooling.com and you register there. So go to investorschooling.com and you register
Oh,
there.
excellent.
I know. Have you ever heard the show before?
Okay. I've heard the show a couple times.
Okay.
The problem I have is I'm limited time-wise
Okay.
because of everything I'm doing.
Okay.
I mean, it's just, the life of a contractor. So it's, we don't get a lot of free time.
Well, Thursday night, 7 o'clock, I'm pretty sure you're not doing any contract work. Well, if not, because if you are, the neighbors will get really mad.
I will not be.
Yeah, and we are not your wife.
face.
Don't tell us stories.
No, I don't have a wife. I don't have kids.
Well, Joe, you have no excuse not
That's
to show
why I
up
do
then.
what I want to do when I want to do it.
But
Good.
we got to kick you off the phone because I got to get ready to close the show out.
Okay,
So
hey, good luck with everything.
thank you, man.
We'll see you
and we'll-
Thursday.
On Thursday.
We look forward to seeing you on Thursday. Make sure you say hi so we know it was you. All right. So that's it, guys. I'm so excited that it's another show in the can.
In the can.
Right. I want to thank all the listeners for listening to our show today. I want to thank Dr. Deb for being here and actually talking today.
I was talking today.
And I want to thank
Thank you for
Omri.
including me today.
Now you're interrupting me. And I want to thank Omri for having a cool voice.
Thank you.
And of course, we want to thank
Sweet.
Glenn Page for being our producer and making sure that we get on the air and making sure that everybody who calls in. By the way, we got another show coming up in a little while. If you guys want to be on that show and you want to call in again, the number is quick.
855-939-1137.
Take care, everybody.
This program is paid for by investors. Only free tickets.
Clear.
Those of Investor Schooling or their guests and do not reflect the opinions of WPHT or Odyssey.
WPHT HD, WOGL HD3 Philadelphia. From the Piazza Premium Automobile Studios, powering your drive with 10 brands and 20 locations. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and
think
as your
so.
needs change
The
tomorrow.
reference goes,
the
right?
Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Pennsylvania can count on.
Feel like everything's clouded by doubt? Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com.
Oh, California Psychics.
Our psychics are available to talk 24/7, and we guarantee if it's not life-changing, it's free. Experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
Well,
Out here in the
when am I
middle
going
of
to call
these
you
acres,
California
it can
Psychics?
feel
You
like
should
you're the
know.
only person on Earth. That's how. Both, but you don't have to feel alone. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Side.
1 minute.
Wireless wants you on an unlimited plan, they probably want you to cover the cost of those 20-somethings using all that data every month. But most people 50 and up like me only use 12 gigs or less. Don't get bamboozled.
Is your
by
phone
big
working now,
wireless.
Deb?
Switch to
It is.
consumer
I hit the
cellular.
wrong button, though.
Start at just $20. The millions who choose something
Are you
better,
okay?
because if you're not using...
No.
That was honest.
Near you, plans include $5 credit for auto pay.
30 seconds.
Hey,
I think all those spirits are Dr. Deb's spirits are here now.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, I saw them walk away. I saw them walk down.
International.
It was really cool, Glenn. Actually.
Navy SEAL
It was really
Jack
crazy.
Carr, Monday, October 3rd.
It sounds cinematic.
It was
Glock
it was
Performing
unreal.
Arts Center
It
at
was
Bucks
truly
County
unreal.
Community College in Newtown, PA.
15 seconds.
An incredible discussion on his Cry Havoc book tour, the latest release in the James Reese.
Stand by.
No, what is it?
Out.
Stand by, Omri.
.com.
This program is paid for by Investors Schooling. All opinions or statements expressed on the program are solely those of Investors Schooling or their guests
Can Larry get through an intro?
or Odyssey.
WPHT, WPHT-HD, WOGL HD3 Philadelphia. From the Piazza Auto Group studio.
You're live.
Hour 1 with 8 brands and 25 locations. Always live on the free Odyssey app. The Larry Steinhouse Show.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Larry Steinhouse Show. I am your host, Larry Steinhouse, and joining me today are the most brilliant Dr. Deb Anderson
Ooh, I like
with
that
her
one.
sharp insight, and Omri Morad keeping the conversation lively and entertaining.
What am I, a clown? Why her description goes higher and higher every show, and I'm like staying there.
Because
Yeah.
Susan likes me.
Yeah.
Susan likes me. Susan is a fellow woman who likes me.
Put a red nose on your. What's going on here?
Why are you so
Well,
upset?
I don't know.
Why are you so
I'm
upset?
just
about
upset.
this?
Here we go again.
Welcome to Investor Schooling.
Today we are talking stock options, real estate, and wealth building strategies, plus, I don't know, maybe some politics, economy, current events, whatever. These things will directly affect your money, and we're going to help you get through it. We're going to give you some actionable advice. Those two words are hard to say together. We're going to give you some laughs and insights, and you're going to get it all right here. We're broadcasting live from Investor Schooling Headquarters, your go-to place for learning how to invest in real estate, stocks, and grow your wealth. Don't forget to RSVP for our free Thursday class at
InvestorSchooling.com.
That's
InvestorSchooling.com.
all right. I want to make a big thank you to our sponsors, marketing agency near you. This team is
Who are you?
I don't know, man. I just forgot how to read. I forgot to read. So this is the team between.
I know what's going on here today. I mean, we're so mellow. Everybody's so, yeah.
Marketing agency near you. The team behind all our websites, including InvestorSchooling.com, Sultan Income Fund, LarrySteinhouse.com, and Lev27.org. And you can get a free consultation from them by going to YourFreePlan.com. That's YourFreePlan.com. I also want to shout out to PB Adjusting, helping homeowners get more money from their insurance claims. Visit pbadjusting.com to learn more. And of course, the Sultan Income Fund. Invest with the Sultan, collect like a king. This is for accredited investors only. And if you want to learn more about that, you can go to, actually, you can just send a text message to 26786, the word Sultan, to 26786, and you can learn about this fund. We're not allowed to tell you that the rate of return could be between 36 and 48% because our attorney said we're not allowed to say it anymore. So just so you know, our attorney says rates return so high, we're not allowed to tell you. All right, you can call us at
855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137.
And you, oh, here you go. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
855-939-1137.
You can join the conversation. You can ask questions. You can share your thoughts. Or you can just tell Omri to read the phone number again.
Yes.
All right. Also, what are we doing? We're giving away tickets for people to call, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So we have the Money Hacks event coming up on November 1st. Write this down on your calendar. November 1st, we have a full-day event where we have, I think it's 8 speakers now, which is crazy.
We basically took the best speakers from each one of the events we had in the last 3 years,
Yep.
and we brought them to one day.
Yep. And it's, you ready for this? It's normally $147. If you call in, you can get a ticket for free.
Yes.
But if you want to go online and get your ticket, you can get a half-price ticket
and you can get that using the coupon code FIDDY. That stands for 50% off. That's FIDDY.
FIDDY.
FIDDY, right? And you can go to 4mmw.com. That's 4mmw.com. The number 4mmw.com. And you can get a half-price ticket there by using the coupon code FIDDY. I'm telling you, this is an event you want to be at. For $75, it'll blow your mind. Plus, if you call in, you're going to get a free ticket anyway. So call in and get a free ticket. And you can talk about anything, pretty much.
Real estate, stocks.
Where are we?
Anything.
What do we want to talk about now? What is going on in Florida with us?
So, Florida, I have hard time finding tenants that can provide 3 payments. As you know, we talked about it yesterday. As you know, we always ask the same thing from every tenant, and we say that in the first call. You will need first, last, and security in order to move in. Can you do that?
Right.
And everybody say yes, and then they disappear.
I also think because we're on mobile home park now. I think the reason we're having trouble getting 3 months up front is because it's a mobile home park.
Yeah.
You know, if they had 3 months up front, they probably would be going to a normal rental. I should say normal rental. Mobile home park's nice, but I'm saying they would go to a house or a townhouse or an apartment complex. And, you know, because of that, I think you're right. So we had this conversation yesterday that we're only going to ask for 1 month rent now in advance.
I also think that prices of rental are coming down a bit.
Yeah, I agree.
That's also why I accepted the tenant, like I mentioned to you in the previous show. Because yes, prices are coming down. People are more cautious. You see that there's more inventory even in the rental field.
Yeah, right.
And you can get.
You were saying that about here, the Bucks County area.
Yeah.
The Bucks County area, we are flooded with all these new apartment buildings. That
the complexes.
Built.
I know.
And now you can't. Now.
I won't say where,
right?
Because it's in Yardley. But I got a call again and again and again from a complex that is basically asking me to rent from them. I inquire back then. You know, I just moved and I looked, and even where I live right now, where I did rent it. And I see that I can rent a house almost like mine or like mine for $200, $300 less.
Right.
So prices are coming down. There's no doubt in my mind, and we see it. And you know, maybe it can be worrying, but we saw that before, that the market can do those kind of movement of 10% here and 10% then. And we all need to remember what happened to the rents in the last 3 years. From COVID until this point, we saw rates that are crazy. Are crazy.
Sure.
So
we're probably at an average point now where we're not going to have too many rent increases right now. You know, it might be nice to increase rent, maybe $25, $35, $50 maybe.
Correct.
Just to raise rent every year.
Correct.
You want to keep up with it because you're going to get behind. But where we were raising rent 5, 10, 20%, we can't do it anymore.
And you see that the same house, if you have 2 houses in the same street, the same size, same everything, and one is rented right now for $2,000,
right?
The one that you have available right now, maybe you will be able to get $1,800.
Correct.
That's what we see right now.
So we have to start balancing it a little bit.
Correct.
And that's fine. But let's talk about the mobile homes. We got them all fixed already. We got 3.
We are working on them.
We moved, the 3 that we got, the 3 ones that were wrecked, they're now being renovated. We got, how close are we to getting them occupied?
So
available to occupy.
Drywall is done, so we are in the finish point. We had some setbacks with electrician. Disappeared. He didn't disappear. He kept asking for more money, and we kept saying no. And he basically said, "I'm not finishing the job." Lucky for us, he did do like half of the job, so he did follow what he got paid for. But according to what he said, he didn't have enough money for the materials to complete the job.
Oh, we could have sent him the material.
So we did.
Oh yeah, and then he didn't show up.
We did. I bought some materials just for him to come and work, and then the next day I would call Johnny, who is our general contractor. He said, "No, he's not there. He's not here again." And I said to him, "Okay, leave the material for the next one."
Yeah, sure.
Because I didn't let the undependable electrician buy the material. I let the general contractor buy the material and hold them for us.
Yeah.
And say, let's see if he will come or not. So that's the problem, and this is the problem we keep facing in Florida again and again and again.
Contractors.
That people don't want to work.
Yeah, it's a weird place.
And if they do work, pay them now or they won't come again.
Right.
We experienced that in Richland Town, by the way, if you remember. I think people in Richland Town, the guy
with the window.
With the
that
window,
was hysterical.
correct.
Oh my goodness.
Some people.
We call this guy. We had a broken window. And,
Yes.
And we just said, it's the building needs a lot of work. So we didn't need to replace the window. We just needed a board put on because birds were flying in.
Correct.
So we called some contractor and said, hey, can you just go put a board up there? He sent us a quote to put a board up there. And the time he wrote, the time he took to write this quote, he could have put the board up.
Yes.
He sent us a quote, and we have to agree to the quote, right? Then he goes there, and he puts the board up after we agree to the quote, which was high, but it was I don't care, just get it done. And he puts the board up, and 5 minutes after he puts the board up, okay, I want to be paid.
Yeah, I'm noticing I'm getting
what?
that too because I had trouble with an trouble with an electrician, and then I think a couple weeks ago we were talking about the one place that had flies, or the one place has mice because field mice are running in and stupid things like that. But they go out, and then I'm telling you, it's not. They're like, okay, I'm done. You can pay me now, and I'm like, okay, I'll pay you. Relax. And it's just and I've never not paid my I've never not paid. Right. But they're like, where's my money? Where's my money? Where's my money? I'm like,
it's so bizarre.
I'm like, what is wrong with you people? It's like I usually pay within 24 hours, and I'm like, give me a break. It's not like I'm not paying you.
And that was the same thing with this guy. The guy calls me at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock on a Saturday night. He's like, what do you have to do with this building? You know anything about it? I'm like, yeah, I own it. He goes, oh, I thought the guy who called me owned it. I go, who called you, Omri? He goes, yeah, well, we own it together. He goes, oh, well, he's not paying me. I said, what are you even talking about? I mean, the guy because he was dealing with you. I said, what are you even talking about? And he goes, there's a building. I put a board up. I said, oh, you're the guy with the crazy estimate. He's like, what do you mean? I said, what's the situation? What's going on? He goes, well, I want to be paid. I put the board up. I said, okay, you'll be paid. What's the big deal? Well, I can't get a hold of Omri. He said,
I think I wasn't. It was Saturday, and I was in the synagogue or something.
It was like whatever. It was like, and I'm like, okay, he'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. He was like, oh, I guess I should write this one off. I said, if you'd like to write it off, you can. If
what is write it off?
Not get paid.
Not get paid.
And I'm like, you could write it off if you want to, or you could simply wait till tomorrow morning to get paid. I don't know what the problem is. Well, whatever. Goodbye. And I hung up on him.
Yeah, I mean, I've been getting a lot. It's just like, I'm done now. You can pay me now. And I'm like, relax, killer, And then the other thing too, I got a crazy quote for replacing 2 toilets. Get this quote from a plumber for replacing 2 toilets at the one place, $1,600,
including the toilets.
Including the toilets.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's still high, but
that's ridiculous. But at least it includes the toilets, right?
Yeah, $1,600.
The toilets are $150 each.
Yeah.
Yeah,
$1,600. She's like, "What do you think?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll get back to you. Thanks so much."
Yeah, I think $1,000 would have been high but reasonable.
Get out of here! Seriously?
No, $1,000 would have been high but reasonable.
So as we go with real estate this show, it's the same thing with roofing. Roofing people, beside the fact that it's so hard to get them, but roofing people start to be absurd with their prices.
Well, I went to Five Guys yesterday and got a hamburger and fries and a soda. You know how much it was?
$20.
$25
for one meal.
Oh, not even a meal. It's like it's a hamburger wrapped in a foil thing and a bunch of French fries.
I'm sorry.
I mean, that's so when you tell me the roofs are expensive or toilets are expensive,
everything's a little bit overpriced.
I mean, it's amazing.
You know how much we got yesterday? Tell him. Come on, tell him.
What are you talking
I don't know.
Come
I
on,
don't know what your bundle was. We
what
went.
are you talking about?
So Omri made me go to Burger King, and I don't eat that garbage. You know?
Yeah. Burger King's the best, man.
I know, but I
when
don't
you go to Burger King, the only time I ever go to Burger King is with Omri.
Yes,
because it's like an experience.
Yes,
I can't even tell you the last time I went to Burger King. I don't even remember last time I went to Burger King because I don't eat at the. I mean, I'll go to Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is always good, but I mean,
I've never bought lunch for somebody who complains so much.
I'm not complaining, but he's like, "Come on, let's go."
Why would you take her to Burger King when she doesn't like Burger King?
So when I go to a job site, I always like to bring food with me to the contractor. If it's a Friday, I also bring him a 6-pack.
Right.
It's a nice thing to do. That's what I do. Debbie don't like it. She's judgmental. She give me the face.
But you just
she behave horrible. What?
You just want to go to Burger King.
No, she wanted to go to Chick-fil-A. And you go to Five Guys. And people in New York, they go to Shake Shack because there's a new thing.
What?
The Shake Shack.
Shake Shack. That's how they call it. That's how the millennials. They Shake Shack. I go to Shake Shack. That's how how they call it. And the thing is, can we move on? It's just.
They go where?
Shake Shack. Can we move on?
They go where?
It's called Shake Shack, and it's so like funny. we have We have junk food that is healthy for you. Basically, that's what those companies say.
They do?
I don't know. What's better in Five Guys than Burger King? You tell me.
Well, the burgers are real for one.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, who
and
said?
the French fries are real too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
the
the-
French
at
fries
least-
are made in peanut oil, not in whatever that stuff is called lard.
Okay.
And the hamburgers are fresh; they're not frozen.
Who said that?
Five Guys. That's
Five
the big
Guys, that's-
advertisement.
yeah.
It says
Okay.
our
Fresh, never
hamburgers are
frozen.
fresh, not
Never-
frozen.
yeah, not frozen.
Okay.
And then it says French fries, made in peanut oil.
So every day we will get another comment about what's healthy for you and what's not healthy
Well,
for you.
okay, so
I'm sorry.
eating Five Guys probably isn't the healthiest meal.
Okay.
But if you compare Five Guys to
Burger King? Yeah,
it
and
is-
Burger King-
it's like eating
like night and day.
Yeah, like
It's like
eating
night and day.
grains.
Yeah, because Burger King, it's all bread too. I'm eating this thing. I'm like, all I'm eating is bread.
No, you're not.
Yes, it is. It was like all bread.
It's
Whatever. It doesn't matter. Thank you for lunch yesterday.
I
Omri.
appreciate
So
you.
the other thing that I just didn't understand, and
Oh
maybe
my
it's just me
God.
being an American, I have no idea, but I remember my parents were immigrants also, just like you. And I remember
Did they come here legally?
Yeah, they came here.
They weren't
legally.
thrown out?
They were not thrown out.
ICE didn't have to come after them?
They were sponsored for like 6 years. They came in the right way. Anyway, so
Were you born here?
I was, yeah.
Okay, because pretty soon you're not allowed to be born here anymore.
All right. Anyway, remember my mom used to work at a warehouse.
What?
Just whatever.
There-
Don't pay attention. Don't ask him.
Finish
he's-
the conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my mom used to work at a warehouse, some warehouse job or something, and I remember
What kind of house?
A warehouse.
And
Okay, not
anyway,
a
she-
warehouse?
she
I
brought-
heard the same thing, but it's because your stupid commercial.
Oh my goodness. What do I do hanging around with you clowns? I swear.
And then you go and you buy a house, that has more bathrooms than bedrooms. And you don't understand why.
There's only two of us living in there.
I was
too.
gonna- how many bathrooms do you have in this place?
7.
There's 7 bathrooms in that house.
And I think that includes the cabana.
No, that's funny.
There's a bathroom in the cabana.
Yeah, so I think that might be 8.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's 8. It's 8 bathrooms, yeah, including
All
the
right.
cabana.
So
yeah.
I think we'll all be moving in with you and have a nicer
Right.
house.
So here's the thing, right? So like, I'm actually thinking that once every other week we have to flush all the bathrooms just in case we haven't used them, just to make sure they still work.
My God, your problems.
I know.
I know this is rich people problem.
Rich people problem.
Yeah, I have a decorating question for you.
A decorating?
Yeah,
Decorating
and because
question.
I moved to a new house myself. I'm renting, but I moved to a new house, and I saw a thing. Be ready with the beep.
Be ready with the beep.
Yeah, I saw a banner to put in the bathroom, and to say we are full of.
Okay. Oh, is that what you meant? Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't that ready. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Can I say it again?
That's we are full of. Exactly.
Okay.
And I found it hysterical. And I bought it.
And you put it in your bathroom.
And then I slept on the couch. And I woke up in the morning and I tried to discuss it again. And then I slept on the couch in the office. and then I returned.
You didn't get it yet. He
But-
had a discussion
but-
and he
but-
was sleeping on the
but
couch.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Yeah,
But
I
I found it hysterical.
Yeah, I don't
you
think
really
it's that
thought
funny.
you think with 2 young kids you should put a sign like that in your house.
In my bathroom.
No.
So your kids will never go in your bathroom.
I don't know about
Well,
that.
that's number 1. That's fine. Let's say assuming
No,
kids
no,
will
I'm
never
talking
go to
about number 2, not number 1.
Why in the world would you think that was a good thing to put in your
It's
house?
hysterical.
No,
That's
I'm
hysterical.
not feeling that one either.
No?
No. I don't. No.
Okay.
No, that's no.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So who started the movie, a story, and who stopped them?
All right, I started a story.
Okay.
You
In the
guys
middle of
both
the story.
stopped me.
Yeah,
All right.
okay.
So what I was saying was.
Oh, you know what? Do it.
All right. My mom, like I said, my parents immigrated here. My mom was working at a warehouse. And she had brought in
That's
her
where we were,
lunch.
warehouse, right.
Yeah, the warehouse. And she had brought in her lunch, and she didn't know that in the U.S. you can't bring beer for lunch. Like,
Oh, wow.
Right. So she didn't know because like Omri does things that he doesn't realize because it's different, right? So my mom brought in a can of beer, and I guess everybody looked at her, and then her boss went over to her at some point and says, you know, you don't know this, but she's like, you can't have a beer during lunch. You can't bring alcoholic beverages here on site. Don't do it again. And she's like, oh, I didn't know. And she never did it again. So what I thought was interesting is that we're going to Delaware yesterday. We stopped at Burger King to bring food. And then we stopped at a alcohol store and we got a 6-pack for Chino, which I also thought was incredibly weird because if I have a contractor, I am not going to bring him beer while he's working.
So he brings in beer for the weekend.
No, Chino he opened up the beer.
Okay, so we drink one. So what?
I just think it's weird. Like, I guess because I think of my mom and I think about that story and how, I'm not going to.
Your mom's boss said you can't, and Chino's boss, Omri, says he can.
I just think it's weird. If you're going to.
You got me cleaning my phone now.
What can I tell you? Do you want a new screensaver here?
Not anymore. I got a broken glass already. What do I need to clean?
You should have told me. I would have picked you one up.
If you are talking about a scenario that you have a contractor or somebody who bring
on the job.
Bring a 12 can box every day, that's a bad sign. But I don't know. To me, it's something nice to do to show appreciation.
No, I get that, but I guess I understand where you're coming from, and I think you're right. It's a very nice thing to do, but I would have done it at the end of the day, not at like, hey, here's some food, here's a beer, let's have lunch. It's just weird to me.
Okay.
But look, you do what you want. Like I said, Chino works for you. He doesn't work for me.
You're weird for me too sometimes.
Listen, you don't know that he comes in on Thursday nights and he drinks gin and tonic.
I really want to do it again.
Well, he was drinking here on the show for a while, remember?
Yeah, Not for a while. I did it once.
You did it a couple times. Yeah,
it's whenever his parents are in town or his
That's
his
what it
in-laws
is.
are in town.
That's because you need the extra.
And it's funniest. I'm going to tell you the funniest thing. Did you ever notice that Omri's mood changes that week? Whenever his parents or in-laws are in the house,
you're stressed out.
He freaks out.
Yeah,
and
so stressed out.
Obviously, this weekend they're not here because he's nice and calm.
Could be.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's definitely true. Okay, so what else we got going on, guys?
So many.
So many what?
So many things right now.
What kind of things?
I want to rent Ruskin. I want to be in a position that this place make money again.
I know, it's making so much money. Okay, let's do this real quick. Let's give away my the digital copy of my book. So if anybody wants a digital copy of my book, you could send the word HACKS to 26786. That's the word HACKS, HACKS, to 26786. That'll give you a free copy of my book, Money Hacks, and you will learn a lot of great stuff. 26786. The word is HACKS. Okay, that's one. The other one is if you want to learn more about the Sultan Fund.
Mm-hmm.
The Sultan Fund, which is giving us lots of money. We need to go over the numbers. You know what we should do? I should go over the numbers again.
You just filled it up.
What?
You just filled up the KPI again, no?
Yeah, I should go over the numbers again.
You mean online? Yeah.
Yeah, like we could talk about it right now. The only reason I want to talk about it is because this is not only what we do, like in the fund, if you want to get involved in the fund, which is by PPM only, you have to be an accredited investor. Past performance is not an indicator of future returns. Anyway, if you want to do that, you can do that, or you can actually learn how to do it yourself. So I'm going to just give you an idea of some of the results we've gotten. So January 1st, I put in $50,000. The only reason I put in $50,000 is I'm doing a lot more money, but I put in $50,000 in a separate account because I wanted to make a number that's relatable to anyone.
It was an experiment.
Yeah, it's a number that's relatable to anyone, right? So the first month I withdrew $4,675 of the $50,000. I still had $48,385. I then withdrew $39,08. I still had $47,000. I withdrew $4,500. I still had $50,000. I withdrew $56,81. I still had $53,000. I withdrew $48,11. I still had $55,000. $4,400. And then the next month was in June, $55,000 again. $4,400. July, $5,400. $4,900 was what I withdrew. In August, I still had $50,000. I withdrew $3,800. And September, $53,000. I withdrew $44.46. And October 6th, October 3rd when we traded, it was the worst the account ever was at $45,126, and I was only able to withdraw $27.25. But here's the interesting thing: I've withdrawn so far this year $44,078.37. Started with $50,000, and I still have over $45,000 in the account because this is what we're doing. We're teaching this method of selling covered calls, which is amazing, and it works incredible. So we had an average monthly return of 8.6% and an average balance of $50,780. And this is what we're teaching. So we do it in a fund, but we teach you how we do it. We basically teach you what we're doing. So if you want to learn how to do this, you go to investorschooling.com. If you want us to do it for you, then you go to, you can actually send a text message to 26786, the word Sultan, to 26786, and you can get the information on how you can invest. Again, you have to be an accredited investor only, and it's by private placement memorandum only, and you fill out the form there, and you'll get that information for you. But it's just incredible. I mean, the numbers that we're getting here are just incredible. We got people coming in, they're like, I want to see those numbers. I'm like, okay, sure. I had somebody actually challenge me. They said, I want to see the actual statements from your brokerage.
That was because of the margin. I think that's what brought the question.
They wanted to see the statements. So I showed them the statements. I showed them exactly what we pulled out, and I showed them exactly what was in the account, and they were blown away. So it's real. You know, the only risk is to the principal, and the risk to the principal. So I actually, first of all, I have to say, you can lose all your money, but the odds of losing all your money in this is so slim because of the way the fund is set up. So just keep that in mind. Okay, what else we got, Deb? What else are we giving away?
That's the thing. That's the thing.
That's the thing.
The thing. You just said that's the thing.
What thing?
We keep focusing on the interest all the time.
Not the interest. It's not interest.
Exactly. But here,
interest, but okay.
Here, that's exactly it. You just said it.
By return.
Our concern with the covered call is the principle.
Well, it's not a concern. It's the only thing that
the risk,
right?
Which is funny because in any other thing, the concern is never the principle.
That's not true at all.
The concern is always the interest.
No, that's not true at all. The
Why not?
It's always the principle. If you put $100,000 in an account and one day it's worth $20,000, you lost $80,000. That's principle, right?
I got you. Okay.
So I mean that's by the way, it's very unlikely to happen in this fund. It can happen. I could give you the scenarios in which it can happen, and they're really unlikely scenarios.
We saw it happen when people chose very, very bad.
No.
Stocks against.
Don't mix topics up because then you'll confuse the listener.
Okay.
You're mixing topics up. What he is talking about now that he mixed the topic up, we did a challenge, and we challenged the students to. We put $10,000. Everybody put $10,000 in an account. We challenged the students to see who could have the most money. So some of the people who wanted to win the contest, in a sense, cheated. And what they did was they used stocks that were very risky, and they ended up losing money. And that's why we don't do that in the fund. We don't teach you to do that. We actually teach you not to use those stocks.
Correct.
We told you specifically not to use the stocks that guy used. He lost half his money. And the reason he lost half his money, he used stocks that we told him absolutely should never use.
He took a risk that is not necessary in this case.
He thought that he could make more money doing it, which the thought was correct, but the what happened showed exactly why we have those rules that say you don't use stocks like that one was. All right, let's do this. Let's take a commercial and we'll come back and we'll talk some more.
This is Larry Steinhouse with Investor School.
Clear.
Stay with absolutely no money out of your pocket? That's right. If you've listened to our show or if you've read my book, Money Hacks, I talk about how to buy real estate with absolutely no money out of your pocket. You should come this Thursday night to a complimentary class at Investor Schooling and learn more. Learn how to buy properties with no money. Learn how to make money at closings and learn how to make a monthly income. Go to investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com. Take your complimentary class this Thursday.
Only one what?
Hi, this is Larry Steinhouse, and I want to tell you about a charity we formed called Lev 27. Lev 27 is a charity that helps people stay in their homes. Look, sometimes life happens. Many people live paycheck to paycheck, and if suddenly something happens and they can't afford to pay their rent, we will step in and help them. We'll even cover any legal fees to keep them in their home. Go to lev27.org, that's lev27.org, to find out how you can help or make a donation. Thank you. This is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Did you know that there are so many different ways to prepare for retirement, and annuities are not the answer? Come learn this Thursday by taking a free class at Investor Schooling. Come to Investor Schooling, and you will learn so many different ways that you can make more money in retirement than you actually expected to. Go to investorschooling.com and sign up for a complimentary class this Thursday. That's investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com. We'll see you there. Hey, this is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Did you know that there are a lot of altruistic reasons that you should become a real estate investor? That's right, you get to rent houses to really nice people who need houses. And you know what? When there's a housing shortage and you have a house for them, they are so happy. I've actually gotten hugs from tenants. So come to investorschooling.com and you will learn how to be a landlord the right way. That's right, we have a complimentary class this Thursday night, and this way you can get hugs from your tenants too. Go to investorschooling.com. We'll see you Thursday night at 7 o'clock.
Attention business owners. Want to be the business everyone sees, trusts, and chooses? Dan Jones and his team at Marketing Agency Near You make it happen. PR coverage, media features, SEO that gets you everywhere, even AI overviews. They also handle our websites, including investorschooling.com, SultanIncomeFund.com, LarrySteinhouse.com, and even our charity, Lev27.org. Add in smart advertising and your brand becomes impossible to ignore, driving real leads and real conversions. Claim your free consultation and plan now at yourfreeplan.com. That's yourfreeplan.com. Don't wait. Make your business the one that people can't stop noticing.
This is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Did you know that you can leverage the stock market with a little bit of money to make a lot of...
All right, you ready to come back?
I'm ready.
Teach close.
15.
Make a lot of money with a little bit of money using stock options. Yep, you got...
Hard out is 59:30, and I got a game, so we do need to be out at 59:30.
Yeah, I'm always out anyway.
I'm going to teach...
I know.
That's investorschooling.com. We'll see you there.
This program is paid for by Investor School.
You're back.
All right, everybody. Good afternoon, and welcome back to the Larry Steinhouse Show. I am Larry Steinhouse. I'm here with Dr. Deb Anderson and, of course, Omri Morad. Today, we're diving into stock options, real estate, wealth building strategies, and we even talk about a little bit about politics and the economy that will affect your money. I want to thank our sponsors once again, Marketing Agency Near You, the team behind all of our websites, investorschooling.com is who we are. Oh, I know why it's saying that. Okay, also pbadjusting.com, who will help you homeowners get more money for your claims, and of course the Sultan Income Fund. If you really want to find out more about the Sultan Income Fund, send a text message to 26786. The phone number is 26786. Text the word Sultan. And by the way, if you want to find out more about Marketing Agency Near You, you can actually go to yourfreeplan.com. That's yourfreeplan.com. Okay. All right, what do we got, Omri? Give the phone number again.
That's 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137.
So what happens when somebody calls that number right now?
So we have an event on November 1st that is going to be the best event, full-day event that we are having here around 4 times a year.
Yeah, about 4 times a year.
And we are going to have the best one yet on November 1st. We're going to have basically every high-level speaker that we are bringing to events. All of them are coming together in a one day, and it's going to be fabulous. So if you are free on November 1st, please give us a call, and we'll be very happy to give you a ticket. 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137.
All right. What do you got, Dr. Deb?
I am actually trying to write an email to that inspector just to say, hey, can you come out and take a look? So I don't know. I'm, working while I'm not working.
Right.
I'm
working while you're not working.
Working while I'm not working. I guess something like that.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, I'm here working, and
you're either
I'm
working
still
or you're
working.
not working. You call this work?
Well, technically, right? Not like I get paid for it. I guess we just show up and have fun.
Yeah, but I don't even know if I would call it work. You call this work, Omri?
No, I truly have fun. Yeah,
I call this fun.
It's fun. It's usually like last week was not fun for me, but this week. I'm sorry, I said that on purpose.
So last week, if you listen to the show, the show on Medicare when we had Ron Hyman come in, Debbie was sitting there,
bored.
And you should have seen her face the whole show. I was like, why am I here? Why am I doing this? I don't want to be here. I'm not old enough for this. I don't need to care. I don't really care.
It wasn't quite like that.
It was exactly like that.
It was exactly
what it was.
It
was
not
exactly like that.
No, I was bored.
What a snob you are.
I was not a snob. I was bored.
Snob.
I am not a snob.
You were a horrible human being.
I am not a snob. I was bored.
Now listen, you have a guest in here, and most, you have a guest in here. You have to be polite to the guest.
I wasn't rude to him at all.
No, you didn't say anything. You didn't say anything rude, but your attitude was pretty rude.
I was not rude. I was not rude at all.
Were.
Yes, you were.
I mean, he actually, on the way out, he goes, "Don't ever let that BIT back, in my face again." No, he didn't say that. But it was like, it's like, come on. You could have asked some questions. Look, I used to do podcasts where I interviewed people.
Yeah.
Right, and when you interview people, some people are just so boring that you have to know how to interview them, right?
Yes.
To get them excited,
To
right?
direct them.
Right. So all you had to do was just ask them questions, and it would have been more fun. But you left me to ask all the questions. Yeah, he actually was a pretty good speaker.
I agree, and I like the show too. The only thing is that you are very self-centered.
I'm self-centered.
And it's a very self-centered. Because you have insurance through your husband work, you don't care about all of us entrepreneurs who need to go through
That has
Penny.
nothing to do with any of that. Medicare is for older people.
But he talks about Penny too.
Well, what I'm saying is that just the fact that I get insurance from my husband has nothing to do with Medicare.
So why you just had to mention it again?
Because he was talking about Medicare and Medicaid.
And
right. So I'm not on Medicare yet either, but I'm going to be in 4 years or 3 years. So I just wanted to. I thought it'd be great for the audience to learn about Medicare.
It was a wonderful show.
I could tell you enjoyed it so much. You wouldn't even turn. You would not only would you, if you weren't here, you wouldn't even have listened to it.
I don't listen to the show when I'm not here anyway.
When I'm not here and you guys do the show, I listen to it.
Well, you are special. What can I tell you?
Well, I know I'm special, but that's not the point.
Well, when I'm not here, like when I was in Carolina, I wasn't going to pick up and listen to the show when I was with my girlfriends.
I
It
don't
just
blame
wouldn't
you.
make
We
sense.
talked about you.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
All right.
I'll make sure to go back and listen to that show.
I called you from Florida.
You called me from Florida?
It wasn't me, it was Omni, but I called you too from Florida. Do you remember? So even when I was away.
Yes, I think there was a time that you called me. And then I'm like, I can't
The
talk to
show! I called the show from Florida. I was in Florida in April.
I remember, yeah.
And I called the show from Florida.
Yeah, you called the show so you could be on it.
Yes.
Because you didn't like the fact that I was saying the phone number.
Correct.
Which is?
855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. Call and we'll be very happy to discuss anything you want. 855-939-1137.
Yeah, so we could all talk about, if you want to call, you could tell Debbie how rude she was.
Yes.
We
Last
got
week.
Nancy in Norristown. She wants to talk about it.
Oh, she does? Okay, put her on.
About who?
Put her on.
She's on.
What's up, Nancy?
Just since the subject of last week's show came up, I wanted to say I thought that was really an informative show.
Me too.
Unfortunately, I had a lot of errands. So
I think I agree with you. You know what?
Car, so I was missing part of it, but I thought it was really, really helpful and good. I wish I had heard the whole thing. So,
well, you could listen to the repeat. You could actually go. The repeat's on
Odyssey.
It's on Odyssey. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. So if you actually want to, I don't know how to. And funny, I don't even know how to get it. But if you go to Odyssey and you go to the podcast, it's there. If you want to listen to it again. But I thought it was really important too.
Oh, okay.
So tell Dr. Deb how rude she was.
Well, I truthfully, the parts when I was getting in and out of the car, I didn't hear her, so I didn't know she was.
Oh, it's 'cause
That's
she didn't
exactly
say
my
anything.
point.
She didn't say anything.
I wasn't rude because I didn't say anything. I kept my mouth shut. I was not rude.
However, I will agree. I will agree with Dr. Deb about the alcohol, because years ago I had a roofer, a guy, and he usually had two assistants. And I came home from work one day, and he was up on the second story roof, and the assistants weren't there. I guess it was late in the day. And I was in the house, and I heard a strange noise, and then I heard a thump. So I went outside, and here the guy had slid right off the roof.
He didn't pass out, did he?
And
from
afterwards,
drinking, did he?
Well, afterwards I found some beer cans around the. He probably didn't get a chance to clean up the beer cans.
Yeah.
And he did break his femur.
Oh wow!
Did he try to sue you?
And he wouldn't go to the hospital. He wouldn't go to the hospital. I couldn't talk him into an ambulance. So I took him. He had me take him home. I took him home and helped him get to the front door. And his wife opened the door and she goes, "Oh, okay." I mean, like, this happens all the time.
Wow.
I bet.
Wow, that's horrible.
So
I think I understand where you're
anyway.
coming from. You have there is a bigger drinking problem here than what I experience. I think in Israel or any, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think so. There is a bigger drinking problem here. That's why people are more careful.
So I barely drink.
You can say.
I barely drink. I drink wine at dinner. So like I'll go to tomorrow night. I'm going to Capitol Grill with Linda again. It's my favorite place.
Invited?
No, I'm not invited.
Me too. Yeah.
He never invites me.
Never.
He never invites me to Capitol Grill.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
I see you guys all the time, right?
Okay.
And I see my wife maybe, for an hour at Capitol Grill.
Okay. Why do you see her at Capitol Grill and you see us here in the office? That's maybe we should switch that.
So, no, Omri just so Glenn.
What
said,
did I do?
Glenn said you're speaking too low again.
No, I'm not. Can we move on?
We can move on.
Okay.
All right. So Nancy, apparently, Omri is bored with your conversation.
No, I'm not.
Because he's not even talking to the microphone.
So now you're rude and I wasn't rude? Is that what it is? Does that mean that you're rude now?
Insulted.
And Nancy's insulted, Omri.
You shouldn't be.
See, that's why you're not talking to the microphone. You're busy. He's busy drawing pictures on his piece of paper.
So now I'm drawing numbers.
That's extremely rude.
That's my mind.
That's what I said, because he's bored with Nancy.
No, I'm not. I'm the only one, for example,
the
that
three
remember.
Listeners, out of all the 3 listeners listening right now, one of them called us, and you're being rude to her.
Okay, I appreciate that.
And you're not even talking into the microphone.
Nancy, I heard you are from Norristown.
Correct.
How do you like it?
I know you have some properties there.
I do. I love Norristown.
I'm on the outskirts. So
in East Norristown, this area?
Toward the Plymouth border.
Okay, I got you, to the Plymouth border. Yeah. So it's funny how people has memory of what Norristown used to be. And I love Norristown right now. I think Norristown...
Yes, it used to be. It used to be a wonderful place, and we're talking 50 years ago.
And then all those foreigners came in and bought properties and ruined it.
No, I think the opposite, what she said, because I heard like 10, 15 years ago, there are streets that you were afraid to walk at night. And I heard Norristown became much, much, much better, because I don't experience any of that. And I'm happy to see how it's recovered.
That's good.
And yeah.
Bristol used to be like that.
So Nancy, can you go to our Money Hacks event on November 1st?
Yeah, I probably could.
Please.
Yeah,
you want to bring somebody?
I have trouble. I don't know offhand. Well, I know somebody who likes that kind of thing, but I don't know if he would go that far. He's up in Boyertown.
Okay, well. So we'll give you 2 free tickets, and if you can bring the other person, that'll be great. We'd love to have you there.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You got it. Okay, Glenn, take her number down and her information, and we'll get you 2 free tickets.
Tell her to hold. Tell her to hold.
What?
Yeah, hold on, Nancy.
Hold on, Nancy. Don't go anywhere. All right, so you do what you need to do, Glenn. All right, so that was interesting. See, even Nancy thought that Debbie was rude.
She didn't say anything about me being rude. She just said she didn't hear me, so I wasn't rude.
Hey, Omri, I got a question for you.
Yes.
You think Debbie's mad at me right now?
I think so, but
I just, I wasn't rude. I just, okay. All right, so hold on, stop. So first of all, I want to thank you both, because after I left here and I was, not happy. And I left, and thank you both for reaching out to me at home to make sure I was okay. Because you called me, Larry, and then Omri called me like a minute later. So thank you. I appreciate the love and you guys thinking about me and making sure I was okay. Because I was having some other stuff going on that we discussed that I'm not going to discuss online. So, there was other factors in the mix there that you guys...
You're having a bad day.
Yeah, I was having a bad day.
I knew that,
you guys,
But you also know that I'm just busting your chops to make good radio, right?
No, I get it. But it's just like, understand that, there was other factors going on there. And at the end of the day, I was just not interested in that conversation.
I know.
Okay. So
I understand.
Okay.
And then one day, what's going to happen? You're going to turn 64 and a half. You go, I wish I listened to that conversation.
You forget that I have written on managed care for a number of years. I used to work for a managed care company.
But if you listened to the show last week, you would heard that many things changed.
They're changing too.
Right. So you guys have to understand that I have written on this stuff in my day job. Like when I actually work at my day job, I have written on some of the stuff. So, and the stuff that I've written on is a little bit different. It's more like, I have X disease. How is managed care going to help me in this situation?
Right.
So it's a little bit of a different approach.
So how is managed care going to help me with my Gaucher disease? Do you know?
I have to go back to Sarah's Lyme and see what they offer, and I can tell you.
I'm actually really petrified that once I go on Medicare, I'm not going to get the care I need to stay alive anymore.
Okay.
which is kind of interesting. So if you guys are listening, you know I have a rare genetic disorder called Gaucher disease, and the insurance companies always try to not make the claim, but then we have an advocate from the drug company who chimes in and does it. But I don't know, and I had to switch insurance companies one time because they wouldn't cover it, and now I can't switch insurance companies because I will be on Medicare.
Medicare, yeah.
So it troubles me, but I'm sure that I'm not the first person to go on Medicare with this disease, even though it's pretty rare. Anyway, we'll figure it all out. So, wow.
I'm glad you got some information that you needed last week.
Sorry, I'm messing with you anyway.
No, I'm just saying. I'm glad you got the information.
I actually thought
week.
It was good for the audience, and that's why I did that. That's why I did that
that's
show.
fine. You can bring on a speaker anytime you want, Larry.
Okay.
What
topic would you like? What topic would you like to bring them on for next time?
Yes.
That you would be very interested in.
What do you want to hear about?
You know what I'm kind of curious about is the student loan things.
When you say the student loan thing, what do you mean?
Yeah, so my one kid she's a senior in college, and I was really hoping she wouldn't go to college, and we're struggling with some of that garbage that goes along with the payments and all that. So maybe something to do with that, or maybe something to do with. I always struggle with. I always forget the difference between capital gains tax. You tell me this, and I always forget capital gains tax and
income tax.
And income tax, so maybe some of that stuff. That's for me. That's more relevant.
All right, let's bring in. I'll bring an accountant in.
All right.
We should bring an accountant because one of the things I tried to run it also by the insurance guy from insurance shop last week was how the calculation is being done for the subsidies for penny. Which you shouldn't look at the taxable income. You should look at the gross income.
No.
So yes.
Okay.
Yes. So regardless to how much you pay to the, regardless to the amount that your taxes for the IRS and to the state is being calculated, that's based on that is the base for the calculation for your taxes. It's not the same number that is based for the calculation for penny for the subsidies. This is something I learned last week. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, because we always look for the best deduction for us.
Sure.
If it's the kids, if it's charity, if it's whatever we do. And it doesn't always help with things like, for example, the subsidies for penny.
So next year, actually this year, my income raised a lot, so I'm gonna have to pay the whole subsidy back.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay. I don't mind. That's why I do it. I do it because if I don't have to pay it back, I don't have to pay it back. If I do have to pay it back, I do have to pay it back.
Yes, correct.
I get a free loan from the government. But next year, I'm going to have to do something totally different. Okay. Kimmy says that's a great... By the way, Kimmy's back. She wasn't here for the whole first show.
Maybe she has a life outside of,
No, she does not have a life. Her life is all about Omri.
Her life is all about Omri.
She just had to compliment Debbie and the subject that Debbie did. That's all.
Is that
what it is? Because I was so rude last week.
Great topic, Dr. Deb.
She wants to make Debbie feel better because I was digging into Debbie. Is that it?
You were doing what to Debbie?
Stop.
Wow. Really?
What was that?
You weren't looking.
No, let's move on.
It's too much.
Get out.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you can hold the beep thing pressed for the next 15 minutes.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that.
Is that your thoughts? Is that what your thoughts, right?
No. I didn't say anything.
What was that?
What was that? That is a whoosh.
It's like a whoosh.
It's a... Yes, the sound effect is working, guys. The sound effect is working.
Oh my goodness.
We have the most bizarre show today.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good, though. I like it.
Okay.
Right now there are people actually getting into car accidents because they're falling asleep listening to it.
Yes, okay. We yeah. The woman before us saying, my show is interesting.
Yeah, we came off. We grew such an audience from last week's show because it was so good. Right, Deb?
It was the best show ever.
Whoa!
Best show ever.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let you do this one. So Kimmy said the reason she wasn't on earlier was because something came up.
Oh, stop it. Get your mind out of the gutter.
And you see, and last week we talked about Viagra and how Penny covers your Viagra.
Right.
I'm not sure we are a financial show anymore.
No. So basically what was happening was Kimmy was getting prepared for the show.
Okay.
And she was thinking about you, and her husband walked by, and she knew that she could only have her husband, not you.
Can we move on? Can we move on?
She did. She moved on.
Can we move on? Stop. What's going on here?
All right. Getting back to whatever. Kimmy said this show was boring, but she learned a lot. Boy, we obviously are out of things to talk about if this is where we are right now, right? You know?
Yes, but...
Hey, Glenn, how do we end the show 9 minutes early, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Glenn's like, I'm not going to tell you. You know, there's some secrets to this. All right, we got
I
9
don't
minutes.
know.
What do you guys want to talk about? You want to talk about silver hitting 50?
We already talked about silver.
That was last.
It was interesting. I guess the drinking thing. I remember when I was living at home, and I don't know, I was like 13 or 14, and we were living in a duplex, and we had the contractor. I said I was 13 or 14. I was a lot younger, and I remember the guy was fixing something at our side of the house, and I don't remember, but I remember I went out and I looked up on the steps where we were, and I picked up this brown bottle of beer, and the contractor comes up and he's like, no, put that down. And I'm thinking, dude, I think maybe that's why I'm sensitive to it, because I remember that one from such a young age, and then my mom telling me about her story, and then
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Because my parents never used to drink. I mean, glass of wine at dinner, yeah, and I think that's why it doesn't seem. And some people coming from a different background, when drinking is a much bigger problem, and I think that's part of the reason.
Yeah, maybe my dad always had a gin and tonic at dinner, but it was always one drink, and my mom drank half of it, and then he went and got another drink because she drank his drink, right? But it was always like one, like it was it. That was it. It was just one. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't care if you have a drink or not. I don't really care. But it's just, I wouldn't have brought it to a contractor when they're supposed to be working on things. You know what I mean? It's not like you come to the office with a six-pack and start drinking at, like, 12 o'clock. You know what I mean? Like, it's just as weird for me, I guess.
Yeah, I usually come in with a mimosa in the morning. No.
There you go.
Are you? No.
Am I what?
No.
I hardly drink. It's just like not my, it's like one of those things like I'll drink my scotch because I enjoy scotch, but I don't drink it that often, and I'll enjoy scotch with a cigar, and if I have 3 cigars a year, that's a lot. So, so then I'll have scotch with a cigar, or, but I'll drink scotch more often than I'll have cigars, because Linda's dad is a big scotch fan, and I always buy a special scotch for him, so I buy something special and we have scotch together. But that's it, I don't drink that often.
Yeah.
It's just not my thing. Like, even when we go out, right? You'll order a drink. I won't even order one.
I know. Yeah.
That's why I have you order first, so you're not.
Yeah, you always make me look bad. This whole show makes me look like an alcoholic.
You have a beer at
like an
here's
alcoholic.
What I do. So I have you order a drink first, because I know that if I order club soda, you won't order a drink. So I'm basically giving you permission to order your drink by doing that.
I don't know. Permission. I don't know. It's always fun to drink together. That's true. Yeah, it's more.
It's always terrible to drink alone.
Well, no, I mean, but you always get, like, and I don't care, like, you always get mixed drinks on, like, during the middle of the week, and I can't drink mixed drinks because I just get sick from them, so I'd rather have a beer. But at, like, noon on a Thursday, I'm not in the mood for a beer yet. I'm in my mood for a beer on Friday night.
I got you.
There was a couple of times we had some beer left over in the refrigerator, after an event or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll have a beer.
And Debbie was one time when Debbie was in a really bad mood. I remember this, and she's like, let's have a beer. So I had one, you had one.
Yeah,
and then I fell asleep during class.
So I prefer my beer. What can I say? Whatever.
The reference is if you drink. I know. The question is why the reference is that if you drink, you have to drink so much that you will. Yeah.
So Kimmy, is this show more boring than last week's show?
No, it's not.
Okay, but real quick, so everybody out there, if you guys want a copy of my book, you can get a digital copy of my book by sending the word HACKS, HACKS, to the phone number 26786. Send the word HACKS to 26786. Also, if you're interested in the Sultan Income Fund, you can also send the word Sultan to the same number, 26786, and you'll get information on both. We have the Money Hacks coming up. Of course, Investor Schooling. If you want to go to Investor Schooling, go to investorschooling.com on Thursday. That's always something fun to do. The Money Hacks event is on November 1st. It's a full day event. This is an event you should go to. I'm telling you right now, you should go to this event. It's a full day event, and we have great speakers. I mean, you can learn so much in this event. It'll blow your mind. Matter of fact, it was a Money Hacks event that made Debbie a student.
It was.
Right, Debbie was like, she was like, this guy, he's not that bright.
That's not what I said. so
he can't be possibly as smart as me because I'm a PhD and he's not.
I have never used my PhD as a bargaining chip ever. Even some of my friends didn't know I was a PhD until they met somebody else, and who, like my one friend who is, and we met in Secret Knock, and some of the guys I met through Chris Nagel's group,
right.
They didn't know I was a PhD until my friend came. She's like, Deb's a doctor. You don't know that? She doesn't announce herself. I'm not that person.
Right, I know. And then then you said, all right, maybe I'll check out this event anyway.
Well, no, because you were not very nice to me at that event, if you recall.
I don't remember.
You were not nice to me.
I'm not nice to anybody.
I know. So we met at when you were doing the stuff at Chambers 19.
Yeah, sure.
So we met, and I went a couple times, and then I think it was. I have to tell you how excited I was when Phil came over to me and said, "Hey, Deb, why don't you come and talk to us?" Because I remember going home that night being like, "Oh my God, he talked to me!" It was just kind of funny. And then so then I went. So I think it was Chambers 19. I went like 3 times, and
right.
You're like, "Deb, come to this event." And I went to the event, and I had full intention of just grabbing lunch with Phil because I live around the corner.
Right.
So I said to my husband, I'm like, I'll go for the morning. I said, let's go get a nice lunch, and then whatever. And then when I saw the Money Multiplier, when I saw Brent speak, that's when I decided to stay.
Yeah.
But during lunch, it's when you had the tent outside
right.
with the terrible food, with that caterer that was awful.
Because it's just too much.
Yeah, so we had the tent outside, and I was talking to a student, and you came up to me, and you told me to beep or get off the pod, Do you remember that?
Yeah, but I can't remember why.
Well, you told me
to become a student.
To become a student.
Yeah, I know. And what happened?
And the students looked at me.
And what happened?
I became a student the following week.
You instead of getting off the pot.
Yeah, so I became a student that following week.
I know, and that was pretty cool you were a great student. Now you're a really great student liaison, which is pretty awesome too.
See that?
And it's funny. That's what most of the people who come work for us were students first.
Yeah.
So which Omri wasn't really a student, but Omri was my friend, so he was learning all this stuff with me. And then we actually have Rich now, who he wasn't a student, but he's really catching on quick.
He is catching on quick.
He's actually fantastic. If you get a call from Rich, you actually will realize that this guy knows his stuff. So I'm actually pretty impressed. He actually has some really good knowledge on business loans. So Chris online is saying that he's very happy that he spoke to Ron last week. So that's really cool. And that's it, man. So we got like 1 full minute. So again, go to investorschooling.com. You can take a class. If you want to go to the Money Hacks event that made Debbie a student, go to 4mmw.com.
This one is going to be better. We need to make sure that everybody understands. This one that's coming right now.
This one's the best one ever.
It's going to be the best one we ever had here.
Right. 4mmw.com. That's 4mmw.com. In fact, I'm going to be doing a presentation too, I think. So 4mmw.com, you can get there. You get a half-price ticket by using the coupon code FIDDY, F-I-D-D-Y. That's FIDDY, F-I-D-D-Y. And, whatever. So I want to thank everybody for listening. You guys are awesome. I want to thank Dr. Deb for being here today, who was not bored today, which is good.
And I was speaking, and you're happy that I was speaking today?
Yes, absolutely. And I want to thank also Omri, and of course the
sweet
Glenn Page for taking good care of us today. All the callers for calling in, all 2 of them. Boy, nobody wants to call us anymore. And if you want to go to Investor Schooling and learn more, go to investorschooling.com. We'll see you Thursday.
This program is paid for by Investor Schooling.
All right, you are clear.